All right, everyone. Welcome to
Oh,
episode 7
damn.
of Where's My Super Suit, my brother? Yes,
7 episodes. That's what's up.
7 episodes. It's your boy, Phony Toast, Toast with the most.
Task 1, TASK. How are you?
Um, I'm all right, man. I found out some very interesting information just the other day.
Okay.
So last weekend, I'm at work, and this past week I've been doing work that's not normally in the office, right?
Mhm.
Helping out in the field.
Mhm.
I cut the fuck open out of my hand on some
I'm looking
scissors,
at that right now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right
wait
here.
a minute. What the fuck?
Fucked it up, right? Like 6 stitches.
Jesus.
Well, what I found in this is that my healing factor is all fucking off, bro.
Fucking A. Healing.
All my healing factor, it don't work. I have no healing factor.
Well, if Marvel has taught us anything, you had to be Canadian to have a healing factor. I honestly believe Drake got a healing factor out here. Like,
Dude, look, healing factors are commonplace though in Marvel now. Every county has a healing factor.
every county.
Every county has a healing factor. There's one dude that just pops up. What happened? Oh, I'm healing from that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. No,
It seems like a lot of niggas got a lot of people got healing factors who don't need healing factors. Why the fuck does Hawkman have a healing factor?
Because
like, nigga, what?
you gotta give him something. It's like, all right,
Because
bro.
when the smoke clears, he's a nigga with wings and a mace.
Yeah,
Like that's
well,
it.
think about it. If somebody came at you with a mace, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
I'd
gonna
be scared as
brutalize
shit.
that motherfucker though.
I'd be
But think
scared
about it.
as
If you had
shit.
the power, you gonna brutalize the dude who came at you with a mace, right? You're not gonna come at him with normal things where like you're eye beaming the ground or stuff. You're like, oh shit, you gonna try to kill me? Oh,
Nah,
hell
I'm
nah.
not. But they pushed the shit out of Hawkman. Like he's like out here like able to stand with the Justice League. Like man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, well,
he's Angel with a weapon.
Yeah,
He's
But
Angel with a weapon.
I do have to give it to Hawk Girl from the old JLA cartoon though.
Oh, she was badass.
She was badass in that cartoon.
But I would have
bro.
rather had Aquaman. I'm like, stop doing my nigga Aquaman bad, man.
Yeah.
I'm hoping in the new Aquaman movie with Jason Momoa, how the hell he say his name, I hope his arm gets bitten off. I want pirate hook hand. Nigga, I will stab you on your fucking face, Aquaman. Give me that Aquaman, I'm all for it. And since they got the nigga from fucking Conan the Barbarian and fucking Game of Thrones, I'm hoping that's the way they're
Yes.
going with it. I'm hoping so. Because I'm tired of people dissing Aquaman. I'm sick and tired of it.
Well, I mean, honestly, I do hope they go that route. I don't particularly enjoy Aquaman. No, dissing aside, it's not.
Okay.
He's no Namor to me.
Oh, well, no.
He's
whatever
no
could be.
name. I mean,
yeah, he ain't no Namor. He's
when
not
you
the
look at the
avenging son.
characters, see, to me, yeah, when you go over to the Imperious Rex side, you can't go back. But I do want the one-handed, I can't cut my hair anymore. Don't give me the neat-looking, R30 thing. Because the picture so far looks rough. He looks, a little gritty. I'd rather have that than, the Arthur that we've seen recently in comic books where they've kind of, he's tidied up, the kingship
I don't like the orange fleece.
Yeah.
I don't like the orange fleece. That's kind of corny. I understand they're trying to give him a certain like iconic look. You don't have to do that with Aquaman. Just do it with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. They should have iconic looks. Flash, you can change his costume. Green Lantern, you can change his costume. No one gives a shit. Cyborg, same thing. But and Aquaman too. Like nobody cares what he looks like. Like to me, it's kind of stupid that he's wearing a shirt. Nigga, you're in the ocean. Why are you wearing a shirt?
Damn.
That's kind of dumb. Like what the
because he got real messed up. He got these nipple piercings, and he don't want to take them out, but he don't want to show them off.
Momoa got the nipple piercings. That's what it is.
Yeah, he don't want to show them off like that. He's
Well,
like,
shit,
I gotta
dude.
put a shirt on.
I'm mad this week. I'm not happy with
mad?
people. I'm not happy.
Okay,
I'm kind of pissed off at
wrong?
people. I'm pissed off at motherfuckers because a lot of people saw that shit with Trump. I guess the Ike Perm or whatever the fuck his name is, the dude, the CEO of Marvel. He donated $1 million, I guess, to Trump's fund, his veterans fund.
He personally donated.
Now here's the thing: headline and clickbaiters, the people they need to get people to click and talk about it. So they're posting Marvel donates $1 million. That's not true. The CEO of Marvel, aka the motherfucker,
A person.
yeah,
basically.
that has nothing to do with creative process of Marvel. Just the businessman, because someone got to run the business. You can't handle the comics and editing and handle the business. Like, you need a guy that does one, you need to have a guy that does the other. That's what the editor-in-chief is. That's what his
sense.
job is. Someone needs to handle the business. And the businessman donated his money, not Marvel's money, his money to Trump's Veterans Affairs. Now, in mind, okay, the money might just go straight to Trump, but that's his money. He could do whatever he wants with his money.
So, from what it sounds like, let me see if I understand. What people were upset by is that a private citizen took money of their own,
that they worked
chose
for.
a political party of their own choosing.
Not even the party,
in
just
our
the
democracy. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
In our democracy, and decided, hey, I see somebody in this party. I would like to donate money to a fund that they represent.
Yes.
Because it sounds like a good cause.
Yes.
So I would like to. I'm putting it out there that I'm personally bettering the world, and people have a problem with somebody who is exercising that right.
That's their right as a citizen to vote for whoever the fuck he. But here's the thing: how do we know he's even still voting for him? And we don't know
He
this.
might not even,
He might
Trump
not
might not
even
even
vote for him.
Well, Trump might not even make it out as a candidate.
That's
in the
what
end.
I'm saying. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers. And so they're blaming Marvel, and they're like, fuck Marvel. I got into this fat argument with this chick online, ready to bite my fucking head off. And I'm like, yo, you need to chill up. I need to stop. You know, Charlamagne said it best. He said, stop fucking with Negroes after 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., just don't talk. You don't need to be talking to these motherfuckers. I'm kind of with, I'm kind of with them on that, because I'm just kind of like, I kind of got into it because this girl was just going online, just ripping them to shreds, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you don't like Trump, and that's obvious. Okay, you don't have to like Trump. What did the writer of X-Men do to you?
Oh,
what did
shit.
the artist?
We can't get into that because the writer of X-Men done all kind of shit to me.
Oh, well,
all right, he did all kind of shit to me. All right. I know what you did.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that because I actually want to get on that. But my point is that to not support Marvel, you're not hurting that guy. You're hurting the artists and you're hurting the writers.
Oh, well,
that's who you're hurting.
You're speaking from an intelligent point, then.
All right, I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, you're on the internet, man. People on the internet.
See,
the internet is a place where people can bring this ignorance and stupidity to the forefront, and they completely forget about what makes America America and the freedom to be able to do things like that for private citizens. If he would have stole money from Marvel and then put that money in there, or you found out that they were taking a percentage of all comics, unbeknownst to the collector, tax, and shoveling that money into his campaign, it would be a different thing if it was on Marvel's side, because then you can look at the company. However, a private citizen should be able to do what a private citizen should be able to do.
I'm with you, Pouts, whoever this dude that just posted. Fuck Donald Trump. I'm with it. Fuck Donald Trump. But don't blame Marvel. You know what? Dan Slott, my favorite writer, one of my favorite writers, he made a good point because people were coming at him for that. He made a good point. He said, you know what? There's a bunch of people that work for Marvel, and they have a bunch of different ideals. He said, yeah, he went and fucking donated $1 million to Trump's fund. You know what else Marvel did? Put fucking Obama on the cover. Did we forget this? They put Obama on the fucking cover of Spider-Man. I have that issue. The comic's worth like $300, $400. Come on now. This is America. People have the right. You don't have to if this dude right here told me that he was going to go for Trump, I think he's stupid, but he's entitled to his opinion. No. Okay, good. I'm just saying. He's entitled to his opinion.
I'm kind of hurt though now.
Oh, come on, bro. I was just making an example.
You said Trump, bro.
I'm just making an example. Who gives a shit? Who you vote for is your right. You want to do that, if you don't want to fuck with that person no more because of it, that's fine. But don't not fuck with the company that he works for. I mean, another dude made a good point. Do you people who wear shoes, do you know what they do to make shoes? Do you know how many innocent Asian children's hands are fucked up?
That's part of the quality.
That's dope. No, I'm not disagreeing. I wear Jordans, so I wear Jordans. So
those tiny little hands have to make those perfect little Nike.
Hey man.
How else do you think? I mean, can you stitch a tiny man dunking a basketball?
No,
can you
seriously.
do it?
And God bless those Asian children. They got to get money somehow. They got to pay for their dad's habit, whatever the hell it is. But my problem is this.
He's 6 years old. He got kids, man.
Louis C.K. said it best. Some people have to suffer for us to live. And It's fucked up. It is. But what are you gonna do? Are you gonna not wear shoes now?
Some of my ancestors put in their 400 years. So,
Man, preach, brother.
I came at the time to collect. What can I say?
Brother, preach.
What can I
And it
say?
sucks that happened. But goddamn, what are you gonna? Are you gonna move to another country now?
Happened.
That's
and
what
you
I'm
know,
saying. Like,
time
it's
travel in the
fucked up.
past ain't possible. So
There you
just gotta
go.
deal, you know?
So live and enjoy and basically my point is whatever you go for it. But like if someone says that, like, don't take it out on the employees. They didn't do anything wrong. And like and the guy's the CEO. Like he has nothing to do. He probably doesn't even go to the office. He probably doesn't even go there. Like
and he's being very nicely specific with you. In general, don't get concerned in private citizens' choices of funds to donate to for veterans who have been over time mistreated, had funds allocated
what I'm saying.
poorly.
I'm like, you don't
it's
know.
a very good cause.
He probably
overall,
has veterans in his
regardless of what
family.
Trump does, who the problem person is. Because, like you said, Donald Trump is an idiot.
Yes.
He's not talking about supporting Trump in any way.
Yeah.
Talking about simply, there's a cause. Private citizen donated money to.
Yes.
You're taking out a company. That's
Yes.
stupid.
And since
it's
people,
stupid.
here's another lesson for you. Stop worrying about what other motherfuckers do with their money. Stop
wait,
it.
what?
Stop worrying about what other motherfuckers are
That's
doing
my
with their
primary
money.
concern.
Like, who cares what he did with his money? I'm like pulling my hair out. It's his money. He can do what he wants with his money. And then the girl got mad at me and she was like, oh, well, the people can do what they want with their money too. And I said, I didn't say they couldn't. I just think it's stupid.
That's what happens.
Because basically, when you melt it down, what you guys are saying is this man donated to a veterans charity, and now I won't support the company that he works for.
Hold up.
That doesn't make any
You tell me
sense.
she retaliated at the end with the base argument of why she mad in the first place? Said, well, the people could do what they want with their money too. That's what you mad at. A person did what they wanted with their
money. It's his.
Like, how do you go all the way back?
Damn it, I gotta stop talking to Negroes after 5 p.m. Listen.
Damn, that's pretty good.
You
I like
can
that.
do what you
I like that.
want.
That's the best end of a conversation. Oh yeah, anybody can do what they want with their money.
Okay, then what's the
This
problem?
isn't anybody. That
Then
counts.
Look, my arm's like I'm losing my arm here on the That's awesome. But
Cut
you
off.
can do what you want with your money. Do what you want. Who gives a shit? Stop worrying about what other people are doing with their money. Where's your money? What are you doing with your money? Everyone's so mad. Since you're all up in that nigga's business, do you know what else he did with his money? Donated $50 million to cancer research. Since you want to talk, let's have this conversation. I want to tell that to anybody talking shit. Okay, well, he donated $1 measly million to it's not measly to me, but to him it probably is. $1 million to Trump. He donated $50 million to cancer research. So fuck this guy? Yeah, you're fucking tripping.
You know what else he did with his money? He put gas in his car.
Probably fed his family, paid some bills.
Food, yeah, he probably ordered pizza, maybe for him, kid, if any of his family's like on a sports team or something like that. He's probably had to, pay for a tune-up, oil changes in his car. I mean, you guys got to get on this man about the real shit, like the oil changes. You know what I mean? Does he use coupons or is he paying full price? He got that kind of money.
I'm just saying, man. Stop worrying about what other people are doing with their money. It's
just
theirs.
ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Theirs.
That's sad, man. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
I'm sorry I had to go through that, but
Sorry,
it is.
man.
But
I don't try to get involved with people's political ideas.
I'm
I'll
with
do
you too.
stupid, retarded One Punch Man versus Goku death battle online for
But here's
6
the
hours
thing.
before I get involved in one
Here's
political
the thing:
debate.
is this even political? I'm like, is this really political?
Oh, you know what is political
What?
about it? Is that now this season of the Celebrity Apprentice is probably going to be extra good because Schwarzenegger is hosting it.
Oh God, that fucking guy.
I can be president, so I'm going to be the apprentice master.
Yo,
wait
man.
for it.
I got a quick
It's
story. I work
hilarious.
for the state. That's my real job. I work for the state. And
Oh man, you gave up your cover. You used your power of invisibility on screen.
Stop it.
And then you go give up your
Stop
cover and
it.
tell them where you work at.
Nah, real shit. Nah, I didn't tell you what part of the state I work at. Like,
The Superman's gonna blow the whole shit up.
He's gonna blow up all the buildings.
You can't protect
That's
the
pretty
whole
much all of
California.
downtown. That's pretty much
California big as hell. They're gonna start at the north and work their way down.
It's probably some motherfuckers trying to kill you. That's how I know. But
You got a Punisher shirt on. I mean,
I do. Come at me.
And he got invisibility. You saw it.
But it was our receptionist didn't come in one day, so they're like, Corey, we're gonna put you on the phones. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea because I don't take the phones. I don't know what to say. And so they were like, no, trust me, nothing's gonna happen. Well, something did happen. Some store got shut down by our people because they didn't pay their licenses. And excuse me. And all these hippie motherfuckers started calling in. Oh, you government motherfuckers! You can say what you want, huh? You can do whatever you want. And I said, well, the motherfuckers don't pay their licenses. Yes, we can't run up in there with guns. Pay your fucking license. I didn't know that I was talking to a reporter, and he put my shit everywhere, and I had to meet with the governor, and it was Schwarzenegger. I had to meet with Governor Schwarzenegger.
Did you say anything? Like, did you say anything worth?
I said probably the worst thing ever. I said, please.
I'll be back.
No, I said, please don't fire me, Mr. Terminator. I did not mean to call him Terminator.
Why would you say? You had the opportunity to be like,
listen,
please do not terminate me.
You know, afterwards, I was thinking, dude, you could have done that 1,000,000 times better and got fired for it, but it probably would have been worth it. But
do not terminate
just
me.
walk in when I left, be like, cool party. Cocaine. And some shit like that. Like, I did it, but I'm scared as shit. I'm scared as shit. Like, I'm like, oh my fucking God, please don't fire. And I called him Mr. Terminator, sir. And like, everyone working there was like, oh my God, he did not just say that. And he was like, did you call me Terminator? And I was like, that's a giant motherfucker, by the way.
No. He is wide. That's
like, he's a wide. Like, you could just. He looks like he's made of bricks, my nigga.
Yeah,
like,
he is wide and sturdy. I met him when I used to work at the National Guard facility off of Gady Road. But that's back in the day. I don't work there now. You'll never find me.
I was gonna say, why you telling directions and shit? I didn't tell.
Yeah, he came in and I met him, but he's a short motherfucker. Though.
He's short, but he's like stoic. I think that's the word for it. Like, you can tell
he's beefy.
He's like, like you could. I could tell. I bet you if I ran at top speed at him, I would hit him like a brick wall. Like, he's just a big, motherfucker. But anyway, that's my just random story.
Okay. Yeah, that's my week too. Like I said, I have no healing factor. So if you guys, it's on the fritz. So if I have to leave,
no healing factor.
That's because I'm going to get like kryptonite or something anything to get my healing factor.
Speaking of kryptonite, I want to speak of something real quick. You heard it here first on Where's My Super Suit? I want to say, where's your super suit? Where is your super suit? Are you wearing it all the time? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Healing Factor.
This isn't what I look like.
But I'm hearing a rumor. Get to the chopper. Shout out to dude post.
Oh, get to the chopper now.
Get your ass to Mars. But I'm hearing a rumor that Batman kills in the new Batman vs Superman movie.
Oh yes, I have too.
I'm hearing like a lot of rumor.
It's written, and it was stated by. Oh God, I wish I knew the article. It was stated by like the director or something. He said this is a more violent Batman. This is a Batman who's
he's judge, jury, and executioner.
He is judge, jury, and executioner. He is not afraid to kill, and this is a war-torn Batman.
Look,
so
I don't give a fuck. Batman and Superman do not kill.
Well,
I'm a Marvel Nazi.
What? The Superman hella kills. He snaps necks.
Oh God, no! Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You hella saw that, right?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
He snaps necks in front of families.
Stop it. In front of families.
Yeah.
In front of children.
Hey, no, you know what else he does?
Son.
He does collateral deaths. So when he gets knocked in the building, before what would happen is he would use so much restraint to hold himself back and then brace the building and take more blows in the stomach, right, while he's holding up the building. But now he's like, fuck that, I'm going to blow up the buildings and knock you into buildings, and I don't care if they evacuate or not. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm Superman. I ain't got time for you little peasants.
Here's the problem. If Batman and Superman kills, then there's really no point for Wonder Woman. Because Wonder Woman was the killer. Wonder Woman was the one that was murking motherfuckers. Wonder Woman was the one Superman had to hold back. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I would never forget one of my favorite scenes. Superman and Wonder Woman were at a museum, and one of the museum pieces came to life like a big giant monster, and Wonder Woman just hops into action and just takes it out. And so Superman's like watching it all like, wow, this is just a beautiful woman. And then he says, yo, what was that? And she was like, oh, it's this giant Greek monster. If it was still alive, I would ask it where it came from. And Superman's like, if it was still alive, what the fuck, did you just kill it? Like, he was questioning her, and like, that's my problem. If Superman and Batman are killers, then they kind of still don't need Wonder Woman. What do we need you for?
I got you. Here's the thing. Three murders. 3 total cold-blooded murders.
Or in the movie?
Hold on. DC, listen to me.
Okay.
Right now, you will save your entire franchise for Batman versus Superman, the Justice League, and everything if by the 3rd, maybe even the 4th movie, you stop fucking with us and you tell us that this is the crime syndicate. And that's why they're killers, and they slowly started, and they get more brutal throughout the episodes. And you do a full turnover.
Yo, Owlman is that nigga. Owlman is that dude. Superwoman, Ultraman.
Yeah.
But Ultraman wasn't the Krypton. It was Superwoman that was the Krypton. And then she became Lois Lane. Like, I don't know. If they're the crime syndicate, yo, I want to see that in a film, yo. I want to see that in a film. But shout out to Cavatino. That was one of my biggest problems with DC was during the road to Infinity Crisis. Wonder Woman snapped Maxwell Lord's neck, and she became a fucking criminal. I was like, dude, if that was in the Marvel universe, Captain America would have gave her a medal. He would be like, what happened? Well, he took over Superman, and I put the lasso of truth around him, and I said, how can I get you to let him go? And he said, I'm going to never let him go. I'm going to kill everybody with him. So I snapped his neck. Captain America would be like, well, my dear, you did what you felt you had to do. Like, you did what you felt that had to do.
And he would have been like, however, unfortunately, I work for the U.S. government. And the U.S. government has a problem with the highly broadcast footage of you killing an innocent man with your super Amazonian powers who, probably sit on some sort of council, and technically you a foreign dignitary, so technically it don't work. So, in the end, you can't just be snapping motherfuckers' necks when you're on camera. That's the key to it. See, if Wonder Woman
she didn't know she was on camera.
If she would have looked for the electronics, Batman would have known he was on camera. Batman kills
Wonder Woman's
in the
not
background.
Batman.
How many times have you seen Batman kill?
How many times has he been killed?
No. How many times have you seen Batman kill? So there's like 5 or 6 recordings of Batman officially going out of his way to kill. Now, he accidentally killed a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, there's casualties in the war against crime.
He's like, hey, look. Oh, he's hanging from this. Oh, I had him by his neck. Oh, damn, he's dead.
Oh, shit.
All the time we go. Keep moving. But most of the time, he makes you flip a page and he's somewhere else. He killed that motherfucker in the background. That's why the new Batman in the films, he don't have no page he can flip. That's why Affleck Batman gonna be killing people.
I'm not for it. I don't want a Batman that kills. I'm not for it.
It's the only way these movies are gonna be any good. They have like 3,000 characters. They need to start murdering.
Batman? What the hell? There's a whole group called the Suicide Squad, and all of them have guns. Well, one nigga got a boomerang, but still, they all have murderous weapons. That's where the killing should happen.
One of them was technically just an alligator.
Huh?
Killer Croc.
Oh, Killer Croc, yeah. Something tells me he dies. I don't see too much footage of him. Something tells me he gets murdered.
The way they've added so many characters, I think a few of them are going to die.
I think he's going to die. Slipknot's going to die.
Slipknot has to die.
Because we don't even know the fuck that is. I think they just created him for the movie. I think he's going to die. I think El Diablo's going to die. I don't know. I want Black Manta. Where the fuck is Black Manta? I want Black Manta. Where are my real black villains? Not Deadshot, who's now all of a sudden black. I want my black villains. Like, I've said this before. Everyone wants more black heroes. I'm like, where are the black villains? We can be bad, too. We could be some villainous ass motherfuckers.
Not normally. We're generally pretty good people throughout the
Shut the fuck up. We are not kind-hearted.
Think about this.
Keep it 100.
Think about this. A Sith had to use a black voice to seem black when he wasn't black. because there are no black Sith.
You
But
have to bring it to
there
Star
was a
Wars
black Jedi.
every single fucking time. Any chance you get, Star Wars, Star Wars, and then
what
mic
do you
drop,
mean? You
mic
got-
drop, Star Wars.
Okay, all right. Well, think about this.
I'm not disagreeing with you though.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. How many black mass murderers are there in the real world?
Because they don't have powers.
They're in another
How
country.
many-
They're in Africa. They don't come over here to the U.S. where we write comic books. All right.
Hold up. Oh, you
They
got me
exist,
coughing.
they're just not
You got
here,
me
okay?
coughing and shit. Hold up, blood. Hold up. Give a nigga from Chicago some mutant powers. Give that nigga the ability to light motherfuckers on fire. Let me tell you something. Oh shit, nigga, I can just light niggas on fire now. Like
See,
that's
missing
why.
out. He'd be like, "Oh shit, I could do good in this world.
Shut the fuck up. Shut
I could get hold up. He'd be like, I could get a
Shut
rap
the
career. I'll be MC Flame. I move out the hood, get my mama an Escalade. Oh,
Hold up.
shit.
Hold up.
And you know what?
Hold up.
In a democracy with capitalism,
This some
he
bullshit.
put money back in the
This some
community.
bullshit.
He
This
put
some
money back
bullshit.
in the community.
Marvel, DC, give me some black villains. I like villains. MF Doom's my favorite rapper. I like
They're
villains.
afraid you can't do that with a black president.
I like villains. That
Oh.
nigga about to be out soon. He about to be
Hey,
gone
when
soon.
he's out, they should turn him into a villain. Make him come back.
The first black villain. They like counting down. Like, that nigga got a few more months in office. He gonna drop this black villain. We waiting.
Wait,
We waiting.
wait, who is this? Barack. I thought it was Barack. Shut up, nigga.
Like shit. And then just for the hell of it, he has blades that come out of his hands like Baraka. Like Baraka. Has someone made a parody Baraka Obama? Please
Barack
tell me this has been
Obama.
done.
I have not
Baraka
seen it.
Obama.
That would
If
be good.
not, don't steal this idea. Niggas gonna steal this idea. Like, oh shit, that is
Barack
a good,
Obama.
Barack
Cut him up.
Obama, the president of the Netherrealm. We could make this shit.
2016. Vote Baraka.
Vote Barack Obama. Like, I would vote for Baraka. He seems like the type of dude that would get shit done.
Hey, he's
Baraka just seems like that dude.
He'll slice through the difficult issues.
He'll cut through the competition. He'll cut slicing prices.
I will
This
slash
hella-
gas prices. I will slash taxes.
Man, like, and
I will slash throats.
I will chew through the competition. Dude, we should get this shit going, man.
That'd be
But
good.
anyways, comics.
All right, let's go to real quick.
Okay.
Just comic media.
Okay.
Real quick, just because
No,
we've
that's
been
fine.
off topic, but I try to give DC Legends of the Past, whatever, Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow.
My bad. Legends of the Suck. Why is this show so bad? Like, why? I mean,
I can tell you why it's bad.
oh, okay.
Because you can't just cram hella characters in an episode like that. Like, nigga, how you just gonna show up with 8 characters and just expect us to have seen hella episodes, of past shows? Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, there's no character development, and there's no way they can. There's 8 fucking characters.
I was hoping, for the goodness of me, by the second episode, because it's a 2-part pilot, that they would have killed off like 3 of those characters, because it would have made it a whole lot better. Like, for example, the kid who's half a part of Professor Stein.
Jason.
They should have killed him off to piss off the black community, and
to piss
remove-
off the black community.
Yeah, because they're like, "What black kid firestorm?" No, actually, I'm kidding. They should have shot Professor Stein because he's a fucking idiot, right?
I like Professor Stein.
I like him as Professor. Watch. Because he's brash and he kind of little head 1st, so they should have shot and killed him. But then he should have popped up classic style. So you do the whole little hologram thing where he's in the other kid's head the entire time. So he's like, give the throwback a little bit to the classic rather than have them as 2
Right.
fully separate characters. I thought
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that would have been a cool little trick to it.
I
You
just
know what
always like the idea is that, one isn't Firestorm. They're both Firestorm.
Yeah.
I like the whole concept. Firestorm at one point was my favorite DC character. I like the concept that, and I just like Ronnie Raymond more, just simply because, like, that was the character. Like, Ronnie wasn't smart. Like, Ronnie was like, you been to high school with that jock, the one that's hella good at sports, but he's a fucking idiot. That was Ronnie Raymond. Like, Ronnie wasn't smart at all.
Right.
So he had to have the doctor in his head, or he wouldn't be able to do what he did. Like, he didn't. And the Firestorm in Legends of Tomorrow is not Firestorm. He's fucking He's fucking Johnny Storm. He's fucking the Human Torch.
He's Johnny Storm, Firestorm, and Convenient. Because remember in the last one, he absorbed all the detonation and radiation of a nuke in 0.6 seconds because it was somehow, like you could just tell him that and he just did it.
And he just do it. I don't know, man.
I don't like the show overall. Like the characters to me, like I said, I like Snart. And
Snart's cool.
I like Snart and his homeboy.
But I like Snart as a bad guy. Yeah,
I like them in the Flash show. I wish they would have. I almost like how they gave him flexibility, but I don't like the Atom. I like Brandon Routh. I don't like.
Well, to me, he's not the Atom. That's why I'm like. To me, that's not the Atom. He has Superman's powers.
Thank you.
And I'm just like, wait. So this isn't the Atom at all. He's the Iron Man. Addition. I'm just like, oh, so you just turned the Atom into Iron Man. Like, to me, I'm just like, so y'all just turned him into Iron Man. He has unibeams.
He don't ever shrink. He's
supposed to shrink later on this season. He's supposed to.
Oh, well, eventually.
But
maybe they don't have the budget. Like, they don't have the budget for good acting.
Well, the only reason... Brandon Routh is not bad. But
terrible. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's horrible. But the only reason why they're making him go short, you can tell people talking shit. They're like, dude, what the fuck? Like this doesn't make sense. And Marvel made Ant-Man more relevant than the Atom. Like, that's fucked up. They're pretty much the same character.
Yeah, they're virtually the same character. Atom actually potentially being a more interesting solo character because of the way they chose not to do the, Ultron creating, wife beating Hank Pym as the primary Ant-Man, which was very smart. Don't get me wrong. Paul Rudd did a great job. The movie was great.
You like Ant-Man?
I liked Ant-Man.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
A great movie.
I thought it was something that was needed because it's a superhero film, but it's not like a superhero film at all. Like, I think it was a good break.
It's a guy becoming a superhero film, and I think that's a good separation where, he's taking on a power and responsibility. You know, it's not like he's, you don't have the powers per se of other people. Like, no, you're on along for the ride, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, seriously.
We're along for the ride with you. Where I think powered heroes, you're in their growth experience. Which is a very different feeling. So for them to have that kind of almost like Indiana Jones come along with the ride for us and enjoy this character with a lot of background, the Easter eggs. I mean, like Agent Carter and stuff showing up in the beginning, having all those kind of tie-ins, I think, was great for the Marvel Universe overall.
Right.
And, re-expanded for Disney because it's still kind of a family-filling movie, too.
Well, yeah. He has a daughter, and, he wasn't like a soldier like Captain America. He's not an Asgardian. You know what I'm saying? He's not like some super brainiac motherfucker. He's not as strong as the Hulk, but he still has his uses. And
technically, he's extremely powerful as his understanding of his power grows. I mean, to be able to go in, and that's what I think they did a good job of touching on the end. Him going in and out of Subatomica like that shows that, it's possible for you to go to great heights. I mean, like they did in the old Ultimates comic, the first volume, where Janet flies into the Hulk's brain and hits the synapse with a little wasp
that was pretty awesome.
You know what I mean? That power of being able to shrink can, it's greater than people give it credit for, and that was one of the things about the Atom too. You know what I mean? The Atom could ride like a laser beam, like a little beam of light.
Yeah, like the Atom was like, and what was cool about the Atom was that the Atom knew shit that even Batman didn't know. Like the Atom is a world-renowned physicist. He's a scientist, and so he was telling the Justice League to do shit with their powers they didn't even know they could fucking do. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. He had his uses other than just being small. And so I like the Atom. So when I see the Atom on the Legends of DC show, and I'm just like, that's not the Atom. That's not his character.
Definitely, you talk good a game about being smart. He talks about being smart. If I was with PhDs, I make money and I have a tech business and billionaire stuff, I'd basically be the Atom in that show just by saying those exact words.
No,
he's not he doesn't feel brainy.
Right. No, I'm with you.
He's also a shitty actor. No offense.
All offense. He's a shitty actor. All offense. Take offense to that.
I've watched him play superhero character too, and the first one was easy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the most basic superhero character ever. But anyway, like I said, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No. It's all good.
Let's dive into the comic book.
Okay.
So You want to start or you want
I'll kick
me
it
to
off.
start? You want
I'm going to kick it off with a book that I think a lot of people should be reading because
Okay.
it's fucking fantastic.
I'm excited.
And that is Web Warriors.
No, not Fantastic Four.
Uh,
You said fucking fantastic. FF.
You know what's sad is that I said that I didn't even get the Fantastic Four reference. God damn you, Marvel! It's working like some guy in Marvel's like, yes. Like, he's like doing the Birdman hand rub, and he's just like, yes. It's like he's just pressing a little button, like, hey, it's working. People are forgetting about the Fantastic Four.
We got
Four.
it. Franklin's powers are off the charts.
I love Web Warriors. If you know me, you know that I can't stop talking about Spider-Verse, which was I think it was like a year, like last year. Excuse me. Sorry. Spider-Man's big, like event that happened that pretty much made like Marvel's multiverse with the Spider-Man characters. And it's pretty much the Web Warriors is a comic about pretty much all these different types of Spider-Man from different dimensions, all like holding it down and like protecting the multiverse. I think that's fucking awesome. Who can hate on Spider-Ham? I see Spider-Ham in the group, and I'm like, yes, this group is great. Like, I'm fucking with it. And no, I love Spider-Ham. I just think I don't know why. Like, I love Spider-Ham. I want to see him in the movie soon. Marvel, which is something else I wanted to say. Like, people are all giving Marvel shit about what they did to X-Men in the movies, and I'm like, they don't have the rights.
Yeah,
They don't have the rights to it.
I always hate those arguments because how can you combat that ignorance?
Like, you can't. It's like it
how do you
sucks.
not?
I
Yeah, it's like
agree.
we have no control over what studio who purchased the rights does with the material that they technically own, because they purchased the rights using money in America.
And here's the thing, and I've said this a million times, and I've argued with different DC heads about this. It's like, you got to understand, WB has owned DC for years.
Yeah,
like
been a
30,
long
40 years they have owned DC comics.
My lifetime.
So like when comics started going to shit and going bankrupt, DC was alright. DC was like, well, we're not affected by it at all. Marvel didn't, so they had to do something to get some kind of money. So they sold the rights.
They didn't want to sell the entire company off.
Yeah, exactly.
Until Disney came along.
So they sold the rights to X-Men. Then they sold the rights to Spider-Man. Then they sold the rights to Fantastic. Well, they did Fantastic Four a long time ago. Yeah. But yeah, they kept the rights for Fantastic Four. They sold the rights to Daredevil, Ghost Rider, so forth. They had to do what they had to do to get out of that slump. You can't hate on them for that. Like, you can't hate. They had to do what they had to do, and people say, "Oh, DC's killing them, going to kill them with the movies." I want to see DC make a universe without Batman and Superman. That's when I can respect them just as much. Because Marvel didn't have X-Men or Spider-Man, and they made it work.
How would you make without Superman or Batman?
That's what I'm saying. Their two biggest properties at the time was Spider-Man and X-Men. And they made their Marvel Universe with the Avengers. They turned the Avengers into the X-Men.
Are you from another reality? Because you can't do a DC piece without Superman and Batman.
You know what? Back in the days, people have been like, you can't do a Marvel Universe without Spider-Man and X-Men.
Well,
let's go back to the 2000s.
Technically, Spider-Man and X-Men are still coming out and still have
They are.
Here's the thing about it. You got to understand, even if they're not under the Marvel Studios umbrella, those movies, and like I'm saying with Deadpool 2 is, these movies are good test movies that they don't have to put out themselves to see how people react to superheroes, what they did and did wrong. I mean, they had those test X-Men movies already out before Iron Man dropped, and they knew what not to do. Right. They knew where not to fuck up. They learned that, if you want those diehard fans, they're going to go to see a movie multiple times, pick up the Blu-ray, want all the extras, and are going to be able to re-pick up the comic because of it. You have to leave some of that continuity in. You can't take the extra liberties that,
No, I get what you're saying.
Some of them took,
but there would still be Superman and Batman movies made. I mean, hell, Christopher Nolan made 3 Batman movies without any of the DC characters.
But that's what I'm saying is, you still had X-Men and Spider-Man come out before Marvel had to worry.
But you had Superman and Batman.
But
you can say the same thing for DC. They had Superman and Batman even before that.
Yeah, and now look what we're seeing. We're seeing Suicide Squad come out. They're testing other waters.
No, I can
And
give you that. I can give you
The only
that.
thing I can say about DC is, at least in the animated world,
They're killing it.
they have always killed it,
Yeah.
and they can do it without Superman, Batman in the books and the shows. They do put Superman, Batman because
They put
they're
Superman,
great
Batman in
characters.
everything.
Like, why not? Like, why
I'm
not?
not. I'm not
You know?
against it. I'm not against it. I'm just saying
What
what it
do you
is.
gain by taking them out? Because
But
then,
here's my point. Here's my point. My point is this: they made something work without their two biggest properties.
Technically,
Marvel
no,
made
that was
it
my
work.
point.
No, they
Technically,
no.
no. Those movies came out before Iron Man. You already saw the interest in the comic book movies. You already saw the hype being generated for the comic book movies, and then they were able to
But
release
how did they
based
know?
on that.
But how would they know that it would be bigger than both? They had no clue of that.
Yes, they did.
No, they did
You
not.
can look at what they did wrong,
You
and that's the
can't.
best example. Is here, like, okay, I can give you an example.
Okay.
MySpace to Facebook.
Okay.
What did MySpace do wrong? Boom, Facebook's 10 times bigger.
Okay. No,
That's what
but
they
that's-
did. They said, "Here's what X-Men's doing
So
wrong."
you telling me
Here's
Facebook
what
wouldn't be
we're doing.
Facebook without MySpace?
Exactly.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
one.
it did. They
I
already had
don't
so
know
many. Think about
that
the amount of
one.
people that jumped from one to the other. And MySpace made it complex.
Still. What
That's just
happened
like
was-
what the other studios did is they started making these movies better. They started like the X-Men 1 was
Exactly.
to X-Men 2 was
Exactly.
like okay.
But
Then
my
all of a sudden
point-
Marvel was like, damn, we can make Iron Man. We can make this shit great.
But here's the thing. Here's my thing. Here's my query. But they did it with properties that weren't big. No one gave a shit about Iron Man before the fucking movie. This is my point. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is they did it with characters no one gave a shit about. The equivalent of DC doing that would be they would have to make movies without Superman, without Batman, and just made niggas give a shit about the Martian Manhunter. And then all of a sudden people was just like, yo, Martian Manhunter's great. Let's keep it 1,000. I know it's been 8 years, but let me bring you people back. Nobody gave a shit about Iron Man. That dude was like DEF list before they made a movie. Now people know more about Iron Man than they do Superman. Kids do. My little brothers don't even know who Superman is. They're like, who? Like, yeah, Captain right. It's true. Iron Man books didn't sell like before the movie. No one gave a fuck. This character's been out 60 years.
It's funny because I remember talking to people who didn't even know that Iron Man was a raging alcoholic.
That's something I wish Marvel would do back. Like that's one of his flaws. That's one of the main reasons why I like Marvel over DC. Is that their characters are flawed. Fucking Iron Man's alcoholic.
Did you see DC break the good old comics code in the last episode of DC Legends of Tomorrow on TV? They were smoking weed. They picked up and had it in the episode. She even took some joints.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they were smoking all kinds of weed. I was like, damn,
Hey,
DC.
that's their way to say we're
That's a little
dark.
breezy.
We're dark. We're
We're
dark
as hell.
characters.
We promote drug use. Brilliant PhD people.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it works for them, it works for them.
Yeah,
But that's
we
my
went way
argument.
off, but
yeah,
yeah,
we got off.
all right.
Okay,
We
Web
went
Warriors.
Warriors,
Everyone needs to read it.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite Spider-Man book because now they've got Spider-Man as his own thing. Hella books for Spider-Man comes out. We got Spider-Man. We got Spidey. We have Venom, Web Warriors, Carnage, Spider-Woman, Silk, and Gwen Stacy. Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen, yeah.
Like, yo, like Spider-Man has a
And I
hella
don't think,
books.
I don't know, for some reason I want to say there's more.
There probably is. I'm trying to
wanna
think
say
though.
there's more,
Like,
but
they're probably
yeah.
thinking
Oh, we
that.
didn't say Spider-Woman, did we?
I said Spider-Woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I didn't, I'm saying it now.
He said y'all worked at a comic shop. Used to live in a comic
I
shop,
used-
basically.
yeah, I
He used to work at one.
Yeah, I used to live there too, man. I was there more than at my house. But
Anyways,
anyways,
I don't do the Spider-Man too much. There's too many of them. But
There are.
like I said, I do like Spider-Ham. If they just killed all the other Spider-Man,
They just
and
made
left
a Spider-Ham book?
I would be down with it. I would pick back up Spider-Man books. But like I said, I think they've gone kind of X-Men-ish. So I haven't picked it up. But that was a good read during Secret Wars. I did enjoy it. Because when they all started coming together, that was kind of cool. So I might pick that back up when they come out with a trade and see where it's gone.
yes, sir.
All right, but on this end, we'll start off with one of what might be one of the bigger titles of the week, and that is Old Man Logan. Good old. He said, "Are you guys friends or relationship?" We're friends. I have a fiance and a baby in the other room, but you know,
Are we in
She's
a
a woman.
relationship?
this is a woman. And I like women, but that's cool. But Old Man Logan, who I'm also not with.
You're not with Logan?
No, actually, I want to like this book. It's interesting. It just didn't feel like it just captured me. It feels like an older. It does feel like they're trying to bring back the classic kind of like Killer Wolverine, But at the same time, I also read other X-Men book where he's on the team and he doesn't feel like the same dude.
Written by the same guy. Yeah, I feel you.
It's like, kind of, it just threw me off.
It's
like,
crazy to me how like this is written. Like he's in 2 books. Old Man Logan is in 2 books written by the same guy, but I didn't feel like it was the same character. Yeah. And I read Old Man Logan. First of all, I don't like the art. I'm not a fan of it. Like I'm like, do I want to read 6 issues of this type of art? Like I'm not a fan of it. I'm waiting to see why he's here. Like I guess he's supposed to prevent some kind of future. He did something in the book that I haven't seen Wolverine do in years, and that's stab the shit out of somebody and kill him. And I was just like, oh shit, like, and it maybe come the realization I haven't seen Wolverine stab somebody in like fucking ever, and that's crazy because that's when you get down to the meat and potatoes of Wolverine's power. That's his power. I stab people. Yeah. His power is I stab motherfuckers. This is me in power. What's your me in power? I stab people. And like,
basically, like, what else are you good for?
Yeah, exactly.
Tracking, I guess.
But I haven't seen him actually stab somebody. Yeah, and tracking. And he does that here.
That's what he's been for the most time. He's a bullet magnet and a tracker for the last like 20 years. Mm-hmm. Because when they amped up his whole healing factor and made him all of a sudden because you remember back in the day, he would take like a sword to the trunk and he would be down for like a week. Something that would kill a normal man would take him down for a week. Where now it's like you hit him with 6 missiles. And technically, even though he should be able to drown or die from drowning in a puddle, he can be completely asphyxiated, breathing nothing but smoke, which would kill most men and make you drown in the smoke. He'd still be alive, and his skin would grow back in like 30 seconds.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right.
I mean, when they did that, they just stopped him being able to kill. Like,
I remember I read a Venom book back when Marvel tried the Tsunami line. That introduced us to Runaways and shit. There was a Venom comic, and Wolverine is hunting Venom for some weird reason, and like
boredom.
Yeah, and like they drop a bomb on, like try to drop a bomb on Venom. Venom gets away, but Wolverine gets like roasted to like bone. Yeah, and I'm just like, I
remember that book actually.
Like, yo, son, like. No way! Like, so what? He's just gonna be bones until he eventually grows back?
Well, that's what they try to say is, and I think they did a better job of it in the Ultimates than they've ever done in 616. But they try to say like, oh, well, technically he has bone underneath the adamantium, so his cells just grow back, and it's like the adamantium is supposed to be sealed,
right?
It covers his bone, nothing can leak out, and it's unbreakable. So unless it cracked open and he's fucked up for life, and that would be the best. Is somebody needs to hit Wolverine just like right here, but hard enough that it bends the adamantium, so he's got like this jacked up head side, and he can't bend it back. It's like.
I'm just with
just
you.
a raging feral,
I'm with you. I'm just like. I'm just weird. I'm tired of Wolverine. They need to like make. I like Wolverine. I'm liking X-23. Like
X-23 picked up the mantle. They should have just
let her have it.
I think Old Man Logan basically being Logan, but the idea of like, whoa, I have a tormented past, so I'm a rough, aggressive killer again. It's a reach to try to keep that same character alive, and it's like. You could have just let him die, let him be replaced.
I would have
overused and abused him.
I would have respected it more if they really just left him dead and didn't bring back Old Man Logan. I would have respected that hella more. Like, oh shit, that's hella cool.
Because they try to play it off like he's 2 separate. He's Wolverine.
It's just Wolverine.
And the boy name is James Hallett. I know his mama name is James Hallett. Boy name is James Hallett. This is him. He's just older right now. All right.
It's old Wolverine.
Yeah. You destroyed the universes, so technically he's the only Wolverine left. So he's the same dude.
Right. But speaking of Old Man Logan, he also is in Extraordinary X-Men.
Yay!
Which is written by the same guy, but
I love him in this.
You like him better in here.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I can't tell. Like I'm like, okay, do you actually like him better in here? Like, do you?
He's a different. And the crazy part is that I can say that because he's such a different character in both books. But like you were saying, and this is what I kind of wonder now that you bring up the book is, I believe that both sides of it are supposed to be the events after, the universe was remade.
Universe came back together.
So we're both kind of supposed to be close at the same time, and it's such a far reach between the characters that it just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't at all, and I'm not a fan of it. Jeff Lemire, who's writing this, I don't care that Iceman is gay now. Stop bringing it up every single issue.
You have to announce it.
What? Don't do that. Oh shit. Oh man. Dude, here's
if I get hate for that, trust me, I love gay people. I care less.
Gay people are gay.
It's just like they're really trying to rub it in.
Yeah, and I don't care that he's gay. I don't like that he's gay now, but I don't care. Like, that's not a story. And then we gotta go back to, oh hey, by the way, did you know I was gay? I'm just like, I don't. Like, that's what I love Midnighter for. Like, the book Midnighter. Like, he's gay, but they don't have to remind you every issue.
If it would almost be worth it if instead of doing that, they wrote it right and just had him hitting on dudes. Like, he used to hit on girls all the time. And then it would, be like, okay, well, that's still Iceman. Because he still hit on girls all the time and be all emotional about, shooting girls. Then you just change it up, you know what I mean? And it would be different, but like you say, it's like he almost like announces. Yeah. It's almost like being like, I shoot ice.
Like,
that's what I do.
Like we're in the story, and like I'm reading along, and I'm going along with the story, and all of a sudden I gotta take a break so he can talk to another gay mutant about being gay. I'm like, oh my god, dude, like. I'm like, oh,
he's helping the gay issues.
I don't want to read that. Like, all right, he's gay now. Okay, can we move on? Like, all right, can we keep moving?
It's kind of funny though, because even with that, I still almost like the team here.
I like the lineup.
I like the lineup. I kind of like, I like the interest. I like the fact that they're tying in other mutants, like the young mutant who went with magic in the Soul World. And was able to see, the kind of other realm, the pockets and things of that nature.
And they brought up Weird World again. Yeah. Like, we're back in Weird World.
I'm telling you, Weird World's going to have a very big effect.
Like, how many times has Weird World just shown up in the Marvel Universe lately? Like, it's crazy.
Right now, Weird World's almost like the negative verse almost, where, somebody's opened it up and... Now you got Blastar, Nihilus, random other shit, and everything else.
I like Blastar. Blastar is awesome. But
I wonder what's ever gonna happen.
Extraordinary X-Men, I liking it mostly because Storm's on the team. She's a leader. I'm still waiting for them to reveal what it is that Cyclops did. He supposedly did something that was stupid, and it got him killed. And they keep referring to it, but they don't say what it was. Like, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Remember, he went up to God Doom and he was like, "Yo, Doom, I'm the Phoenix, I'm Cyclops."
No, but that was...
And Doom was like...
Yeah, I remember that.
That's stupid.
But no, he did something regarding the Terrigen Mist, and, like, it killed him. And, like, I'm just kind of like, okay, we're issue 6 now, and y'all still haven't said what the fuck it is that happened. Like, what happened?
And you bring up a good point, because that's where things fuck with me is, how much time has passed?
They're saying 8 months. They're saying the world came back together. When issue 1 started, it's been 8 months.
No, I'm saying from each event, because like they're not giving us a lot of history. So has Cyclops been dead a minute? Because you got the Sons of Cyclops and all this other shit out there. I mean, they're bringing him up in multiple books,
but they still haven't said what he did.
It's like. Yeah, I mean...
Like, what did he do? And I'm tired of this Cyclops shaming. Stop it. Cut that fucking shit out.
What do you mean Cyclops shaming?
Oh, God, we're not going to get into that. I did that a couple of episodes ago. Like, you sent me some bullshit. I got upset because you sent me a picture of Cyclops getting shot in the head. Cyclops is that dude. Everyone needs to stop
getting shot in the head. He's that dude.
But anyways, if you had to really straighten X-Men or Old Man Logan, I definitely recommend this one over it. It's obvious Marvel doesn't give a shit about the X-Men no more. It doesn't have that feel that the X-Men have always had for years. It doesn't have it no more. But they're trying to keep it going. Yeah,
they lost it. But right now, but like I said, I do like some of the characters on there, so I'm willing to stick with it for a little while longer. Old Man Logan might have to get re-picked up at the paperback. I only picked it up solely because of this. Because Deadpool is on a cover with Logan, And last time, like when me and him first met, one of the biggest conversations we had was how many fucking covers Logan was on. Now Logan is only on 2 covers because he's also on the other fucking cover. I don't even understand why, but you know,
He's in the front.
Couldn't make
too.
a, you know, yeah, you couldn't make
He's
a
like
better
right
call.
in the front.
He is. He's always in the front. He is the X-Men. But you know, that was the main reason I picked it up. Other than that, it's probably gonna get dropped. So moving to the next book of the week, I went ahead and I picked up something DC this week.
That's good.
And mainly because I really like the cover. The storyline is coming to its climax, so I generally do pick up a lot of issues when they're going to make their transfer over.
Okay.
And that is Superman. Now, currently in Superman's main book, Superman is basically, it's
Shit.
not an overall good
Shit.
book.
It's
It's
not good.
yeah, it's not good at all. But Superman right now is doing the dumbest shit in his career. So it's almost enjoyable to follow along and watch this stupid character who now doesn't have his like godlike omnipotent powers just be an idiot all across the board. So what you basically get to see is that if Superman, Clark Kent, wasn't so super and didn't have this ultimate contract, which currently is broken, where he wins every fight, which he still technically walks away from every fight. So it's like not kind of nullified, not broken, but he would have killed himself long time ago. Like, he is not good at being a superhero at all. He's just basically like, look, I just rush in. Okay, I just make it up as I go along. And right now I gotta call people. And those people almost get themselves killed. I almost get myself killed, and we walk away, guys. That's what happened.
Well, Gene Yang, the guy that's writing it right now, I remember when they announced that he was going to write it, and I don't know what he had done before, but people were excited.
Really?
People were excited. I guess he's done a lot of like good like novels or something, and so people were excited. But like his run of Superman, I've heard has been lukewarm. It's like DC. It seems like they just don't know what to do with Superman. Like
They don't.
It seems like that. Like it just
Think
they don't
about
know
the
what to do
character
with
over
him.
time. See, and this is the problem with Superman is they want to do something with Superman. Here's the trick, DC: don't do something with Superman. Just let him be fucking Superman. Don't constantly change his powers. Don't split him to red and blue. Don't depower him here,
Wow,
empower
red and
him.
blue Superman.
Don't over increase and make him have some sort of dumb thing where one hand I can lift 80.2 billion. Shut up. That's stupid. All right, it's stupid. It's an unreasonable number. It puts the character in a category that makes him unreasonable. Because then when you have a villain fight him, like the Ultra Humanite, and he punches Superman, it makes him fucking look ridiculous, okay? Because why does a gorilla get to KO Superman like 3 blocks, but Superman can bench press a planet?
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, Superman's power is so inconsistent. Make a stable fucking character.
No,
Do
I'm
that.
with you. I'm with you 100%.
Do that.
And Superman is so ridiculously powerful, it's like impossible to make a video game with him. Like, you could not make a Superman video game. I played a Superman video game once, a Superman Returns game, and like a robot came and punched me, and I lost energy. I'm like, I'm fucking Superman. What the fuck?
And all you fought
sense.
was robots and shit for the most part. Like, the whole game was you versus basically Batman's suit. It's a preview of Batman vs Superman. It's gonna be real bad for Batman. I'm telling
That's
you
what
right
I'm saying.
now.
It seems like Superman
Game
is problem with robots,
Hey,
I guess.
But keep it real though, I played the shit out of that game only for one thing. Dude, the way it felt when you flew in that game.
The flying was
awesome.
amazing.
How you'd hit the different mocks as you go and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
The flying was just so well done. It was
flying
like,
was
it's just
great.
worth it for this.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
just
like the
like
whole
the Spider-Man movie 2 video game. Swinging around the city was amazing. I was like,
my
wow,
God.
like
Dude, I
would
love
just
the
play
Spider-Man
this.
games for that.
I was like, I would just play this all the day long, and I'm shocked they haven't made another good Spider-Man game since then. I'm like, wow, really? You had the formula down. Don't bring up Superman 64.
Superman 64.
Don't bring up Superman 64.
Broken ass
Capitano.
shit.
Yo,
That's
son.
the most broken game ever. But
What is the worst game ever? Is it Superman
Superman
64 or Aquaman on Xbox?
Superman 64.
Superman 64? Okay.
Yeah, Aquaman's playable.
Because-
You can't play. No, seriously, you can't play Superman 64.
Does he
It
not
doesn't
even
work.
fly? Like, oh wait, this
No,
like
he flies.
He flies, but like he flies
He
to like.
doesn't land. You have to fly through rings. That's the whole object of the game, is to guide Superman through rings. And this is like a title game.
Yeah.
It's like a title, like Banjo-Kazooie level of Superman game we were expecting, and it was like, fly through rings. I think if it actually worked, maybe you unlock some sort of hyper 3D, super ultra interactive game that teleports you into the game. And then, there have been kids fighting against the forces of evil for a long time.
Well, I mean, so what do you think about the Superman book?
Overall, I think the Superman book, it's getting stupider. Enjoy the dumb ride. Superman basically ends up in like a whole vat of kryptonite because that's what,
Why are we still bringing up kryptonite?
Like he
why?
loves it. Because they want to try to say Superman has a weakness. And right now, Superman is at his weakness, so he feels that the kryptonite will somehow help him. And it so far looks like it's killing him, but it'll probably come back renewed. Blah, blah, blah. Just let him die in the kryptonite. That would be a great ending. I think if he lets him die in the kryptonite and he just... right? And then you're like, all right, moving on.
Just move
that
right
would be,
along. Just move right along.
Like, don't even set anybody up for the death of Superman. Just have it be, like, super random and just stop the book.
You stupid. Like, I mean, that would be, like, the way to go with it. But,
yeah, that would be the way
that
to
would
go.
be the way to go with it.
Yeah, and then teleport the black Superman dude, Val.
Oh, God, yeah.
Teleport
like
him
it.
over to
I like that he's also the president. I like that.
Why not?
They pretty much just made Obama Superman. Like,
yeah.
But keeping it DC, let's keep it DC for a minute.
All right.
I got JLA, not Justice League. JLA. Now, did you just give it thumbs down?
No.
Oh, did you give it
thumbs
thumbs?
fist pound.
Oh, okay. Okay. I actually like this one. I actually like it because I like Brian Hitch. I never knew Brian Hitch was so good of a writer because he's always been drawing. But I like this book. But my problem with it, I don't see the point of it. Like, all right, this book is cool and it's good, but it has nothing to do with anything. It's like its own universe.
Exactly.
And so
the rest of the universe is so fucked up. We need this.
And that's what I'm saying. I guess you're right. I guess that does answer his question because, like, I like the Jeff Johns Justice League, but I like this lineup. I still wish that we could replace Cyborg with Martian Manhunter, but
let's just kidding. That gets a big booyah.
Just because to me, Cyborg's a Teen Titan. Fuck's sake, they got a damn cartoon coming out called Teen Titans versus Justice League and fucking Cyborg's in the Teen Titans. I'm like, he's a fucking Teen Titan.
He is.
Like, that's where I swear he needs to be. Like, it doesn't. The team has never been the same since Cyborg left. No one even. Does anybody read the Teen Titans comic book? Does anybody read it?
Oh, it's still a thing?
No, it still comes out. It still comes out.
Oh, no shit.
And I don't like how they
didn't all die.
They know they're still alive, but anyways, I'm loving the art. Brian Hitch is amazing.
Yes.
What else can I say about it? The story is good.
You know what I like about it, particular?
What's that?
It's just what I was talking about. They let Superman be Superman in this
exactly.
book. And that's what I think in the other books they're trying to escape from is how do we reinvent these characters? And there's no need to reinvent such a classic character or the team. Look, but in that book, each character I feel is true to how I know the characters. It feels like the Magnificent Seven runs.
Yes.
Where, each character is at their... When you're on the JLA, you're on your best.
Right.
You fight threats, and I think that's what, it has nothing to do with the main universe, but that's the kind of story you want to tell with this kind of team is...
Right.
Each of these heroes had to get together to fight a threat that was, especially in this case, godly.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the book is so good on its own is that I don't need all the bullshit in the regular universe, Superman being Luke Cage and Wonder Woman confused about being a god or not a god, Hal Jordan with the crappy haircut and the jacket. None of that. We don't need all that crap that they tried to create to reinvent characters,
So we had a reader in here, Cavatina. He says, honestly, I read Teen Titans just to see if the new Power Girl is going to do some important shit or not. She's not going to.
Why is she Power Girl when she could just be Giant Girl? Because isn't she basically just Giant Girl?
Because I don't know what her powers are.
Because why would you rob Power Girl's name and not even remotely be...
But my question is, what happened to Power Girl?
she was hanging out with Harley a minute ago.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. See, this is my problem with DC. I'm like, why couldn't you give this character her own name and have her own legacy? Instead, now she's just another Power Girl. They did the Power Girl what Marvel did the Power Man. Like, they did the exact same shit. Yep. I'm like, hold up, wait. Yep. Except for the only difference is they made it a black girl and instead of a white girl. And so, like, I'm just like, wait a minute, why couldn't she have just been her own character? Especially considering the fact you're still promoting white girl, Karen Starr, I think her name is.
Yeah.
You're still promoting Karen as Power Girl. Like, this is what I mean when I tell you DC's infuriating. Marvel doesn't do shit like this. That's why I'm just like, this doesn't make sense to me.
Marvel uses the same name all the fucking time.
What are you talking about?
Captain America.
Oh, that doesn't count. Let me tell you something. No. Let me explain.
If you go through a Marvel dictionary and you look up through the names, you will see at least 40% of the characters will have this by them. This version, this version, this version, this version, this version, and these are all the same character, but just different people.
But Steve Rogers died. I mean, he didn't die. He became old and geriatric as fuck. So he took the mantle. It wasn't that okay. Captain America
left the universe.
Oh, okay. That's all I've been asking. I'm like, okay, what happened to Power Girl?
Well,
like,
yeah,
what happened to Karen?
If you remember, she left their universe for a while.
Yeah.
Before the
well, when New
event.
52 started, she was just Supergirl on Earth 2. Like, her and Huntress are from Earth 2, which I think is stupid because I love the whole concept of Batman and Huntress together. Was that Huntress was like the Wolverine, like the wild girl that needed to be tamed, and Batman was like trying to tame her. I thought that shit was cool, but they completely threw that out the window. When
Huntress is all a whole new character.
Yeah, she is Batman's daughter from Earth 2. That's what she is now.
Oh no, there's another, like, there's basically another technical, you know, the Helena.
Yeah, Helena.
Helena, I think she's also in the Robin books as the head of, like, Spiral or his direct contact.
Oh, really? I'm going to have to read it then.
She's the
I'm going to have to read that. I do read Robin as well. I read Robin. I can't get into We Are Robin. I can't get into that.
It's not a good look.
I don't care for it.
You know what's coming?
But
We Are Joker.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. We Are Joker, which is cool. I like that. But, like, in all honesty, if Gotham is as dangerous as they keep saying it is, those kids will get fucking killed. Excuse me, that's their...
Well, no, they say it's dangerous. It's not really dangerous. It's like, it's good publicity to get tourism because people are like, oh, look, I can, go there and see a crime fighter. They're cool. But no, it's not dangerous at all. It's actually a really nice place to live.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But back to what you said with Captain America. Here's my thing. Okay, Captain America is coming back as Steve Rogers. Okay, I mean, Steve Rogers is coming back as Captain America. Okay. I say let the Falcon America, let him not be Captain America. Call the book Falcon now. And just let him keep the shield.
Yeah, but then you don't have two separate characters with the same name and you could be confused.
Oh yeah, then they made another Falcon. Fuck. Then they made another Falcon. Shit. Like, fuck. Damn it.
When you just said Marvel doesn't do this shit, guess what?
You're right. You're right. God damn it.
Full circle.
God damn it.
I told you both universes are guilty of that shit.
Yeah, no, you're right. I gotta give you that one.
They're both way too guilty of that. Look, and this is what I say on every podcast. Originality. Just because the name worked for another character don't mean shit. Get a good name again. If you don't have an idea, don't make a fucking character. Write the old character better.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to do. Constantly changing them in, changing them out. This person's this guy, this person's that guy. No need. Unless you're cutting people's heads off. Like if you got a guy named Red Shirt, representative of the Star Trek universe, that's cool. You cut his head off, make a new one every time, I mean, there's probably like 5 billion Bobs for Deadpool to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nothing like the original.
Nothing.
Falcon America and Thor.
Thor Foster Kiss.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
We will get to that. So I guess it's back to me. I'm gonna give this one. I think this one's cute. This is a good little book. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. So far, this is actually, I can only recommend it just because it's a fun read. Okay. Especially if you have a younger kid who wants to get into comic books and things like that. It's a fun read. It's a, interesting spin on, an older character with Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur. Moon
Boy shows up, doesn't he?
I believe so. Okay. He has a little bit of a cameo. They show him like before Devil Dinosaur comes to, this time. Because, Moon Boy's from a previous, prehistoric yada yada yada. Because, he's an it kid, right? But it's a fun book. It's a fun book. That's all I can say.
Marvel's really going for different types of books for different types of people. That seems like a type of book that's for like a younger crowd, and I'm all for it because like they shouldn't be deprived of being a part of the Marvel Universe because they're younger.
Exactly.
And so,
We can't all have, assassins and murderers on our shirts.
like every book. Oh. That's funny because both of us have that.
We do.
I like Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur. I don't like that they made her an Inhuman. That doesn't make sense to me. Like,
Yeah, I didn't like that part about
I don't
it.
understand that. Like, why? Like, does she have to be an Inhuman? Like, and when I'm reading the book, I'm like, I don't understand this. Like, I don't even know what her powers are. Like, it's like,
They don't want Fox to be able to use her.
yeah,
Inhuman.
they're like, they call her Inhuman. But I like that book. But back to Marvel. Speaking of what Cavatino just said, let's talk about this book.
Interracial love.
Oh, Jungle Fever all the way.
I got jungle fever.
Jungle Fever.
Jungle fever. He ain't as black as Wesley Snipes though. He ain't as black as Wesley Snipes.
Nah. Sam
He damn
Wilson.
near light skinned. He might have been white compared to Wesley
Sam
Snipes.
Wilson ain't that. This book, man. I hate this Avengers. I'm sorry, Mark Waid. I love your writing, but this is not the Avengers. They brought back Jarvis. They brought back like human Jarvis, and I've been saying this for years. I'm like, where the fuck is Jarvis? Why did he lose his job? Like, why?
Jarvis didn't lose his job. He went on a cruise, man.
He went on, where did he go to Tahiti? Did he go to Tahiti?
Tahiti, Tijuana. He had to go see the. He worked
Son.
a long time.
Son.
All right.
Son.
He went on vacation. He met a nice girl.
Son.
He learned
Let
a
me
couple
tell
of
you
new
something.
coffee recipes.
Let me tell you something. Jarvis is an important member of the Avengers. He's important. But, it's funny. It's like Mark Waid is, like, mocking me and insulting me when he makes this book. Because, like, the characters are saving people's lives. And people are like, where the fuck are the real Avengers at? Like, it's almost like Mark Waid knew that I was going to read this and say the same type of shit. And I'm just like, it reads to me. Here's the thing. I have no problem with the lineup. Well, kind of a problem with the lineup. I have a problem with them being called the Avengers. If you took Nova, pretty much almost everyone on this side took Nova, Miles Morales, and Miss Marvel, and added 3 more people, added Justice, Speedball, and someone else. Oh shit, you guys.
Nah, go ahead.
They need to be the new Warriors. Like, why couldn't they just be the new Warriors? Like, why do they have to be Avengers? Like, to me, the Avengers are elite. Like, they should be the elite squad. Like, this is the team when Thanos shows up, oh shit, it's going down. Like, I don't see this team doing that.
You know what's funny though is they could either be the new Warriors or the Young Avengers.
Or the Young Avengers.
They could have thrown it pretty much either way.
Oh shit, son. Let's do it.
Baby Avengers.
Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Miles Morales.
Okay.
Nova.
Uh-huh.
Wiccan.
Okay.
Hulkling. And Kate, the Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Fucking new Young Avengers right there. Young
We
Avengers.
could have easily done it.
Like, they don't need to be Avengers.
All new, all different.
Yeah, like.
Avengers.
But I do like how he
Actually,
writes.
all different because it's a poor team. See, I
Oh,
get where they're
God.
going.
And they keep doing it. Now they're going back to the bend this way where they're like, oh, well, we're not being funded now. Like, why not? That's why I'm kind of with it. Like, why aren't they being funded? Fucking Steve Rogers' team is being funded by Deadpool. Like, why can't they be funded?
It's all different. See, what they basically
They're
did.
all different.
No, if you read the
No, they
writing,
are.
and that's the sad part about it, is you read the writing, it's like, okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to basically flip the script on everything Avengers. So what's white is now black. Okay, so Vision, who is the ultimate good persona, is now going to kind of be an asshole, cold dick, and probably the bad guy. And then Miss Marvel, who is basically like, kind of, forward-going, power woman, is going to be replaced with a younger, trying to get assured of herself, ethnic person. And then,
Ethnic person.
she was as white as could be before.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
White
It's
girl,
funny that you
blonde
said
hair.
that. It just, I hate that pretty much.
it's-
Let me just say it because no one else wants to say it. they're pushing that. Oh, hey, look, we only have like one white guy on the team. Isn't that crazy?
What? There's 2 white guys on the
No,
team.
there's only one white
Is it
male.
Nova?
Nova is Mexican. Google him.
Sam Alexander?
He's Mexican.
Is his mom Mexican?
Yes.
So he's half.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Well, technically, so is this nigga.
Because I remember his dad.
Miles-
I was saying because I remember his dad. I was
Okay,
like,
yeah, his dad
white.
is white. Okay,
Yeah.
but they're pushing that he's Mexican.
Vision's
And-
white.
Huh?
Vision's white.
Vision's not anything.
And Jane Foster
Vision's
white.
not even human. She's a woman.
And?
I'm just saying, they said that we have one white man.
Or sex has always been women Avengers. Hot ones too, girl.
Cause now you crazy. But to the kiss, it just didn't. I don't know. It was just seemed like a way to stir up the pot. Hey, look, we got a white woman kissing a black man on the cover. Isn't that cool? Buy this comic.
Jungle Fever.
I still can't co-sign this book. I still can't do it. But if you enjoy it, read it. Mark Waid's a great artist, writer. I won't say artist, a great writer. And I just can't co-sign it. Like when they flung Miss Marvel at the bad guy and she just got giant fists and just started punching him, I was just like, oh, god damn it. I'm like, oh.
You know what? What is wrong with Marvel right now? Like, why is Marvel so big on the fastball special stuff? Like, every comic I read now, somebody's doing some variation of the fastball
Wolverine's
special.
dead now, so everyone's
No,
like,
he's not.
taking it.
No, he's not. He's in 2 books now, and he's a girl. All right? He's in 2
That
books,
is-
and he's a girl.
That is Girlverine. I refuse to call
and
him.
he's in 2 other books.
She is into.
We're not going to call him Wolverine. We'll just call him Logan. People won't
Oh, you
get
talking
it.
about Old Man Logan?
Yeah,
no,
he's
it's Old Man
Wolverine.
Logan. It's not Wolverine.
Wolverine.
It's the Old Man
He's
Logan.
Wolverine like
Nigga doesn't
motherfucker.
even have a costume.
Hey, what's Wolverine's real name? Yeah, that's
James
what I'm
Howlett.
talking. Okay, and what's Old Man Logan real name? He said it.
No,
Yes, he did.
No.
He said it.
he is Logan.
You know, he
forever.
said it. He said, and I go by Logan. He said, and he knows his real name. He said shit during Secret Wars before that one, which is the same one who experienced the white light in the first episode. He said he's in this one. James Howlett, same motherfucker.
I don't care for it. I don't. That's just me.
And the
That's
worst
just
part
me.
is, this could just be the Wolverine we knew, who was resurrected, then brought in the future, but the world was destroyed, so that Wolverine was, cut out, and the same Wolverine, just future Wolverine, is now back.
And to answer Cavatino's question, yes, he will be fighting Asian Hulk.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Asian Hulk, which is stupid.
And I'm just gonna call him Asian Hulk because that's what they're pushing him as. Like, oh, it's Hulk, but he's Asian.
It's stupid, because he should walk up and immediately, you ain't a banner, all right.
Like, wait, hold up. Like, yeah, exactly. That's the way it should go, but that's not how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
That's not how it's gonna go. So,
I'm gonna kill it, but don't push me.
all right, moving on though.
All right.
Okay, what you got next?
All right, next I got, this is a variant book. With a character who you can't actually really see.
Oh wow, look at
because
that.
she blends in.
It
Yeah,
looks like
she-
one of them old school 90s variants.
This is the hologram
The
cover.
hologram covers.
This one is called Faith, and this is a book that I picked up by chance because the cover looks somewhat interesting. She's a character from, I
The
understand,
Valiant
from
universe.
Valiant universe.
I don't understand
which-
why I don't read more Valiant. Like, I'm hearing they got some good shit over there. Like, I
Same
heard.
here, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to pick up.
Okay.
Now, the girl in the comic book, the main star Faith, she's a
Plus
she's a
size.
superhero that happens to be plus size, and I
Which
thought
is
it's
awesome.
really cool because when you read the book, they don't mention it at all.
Yes.
She's just basically a woman with superpowers, and her superpowers in the book are fairly basic. She's got flight. She's got a degree of durability. She can apparently at least take bullets, and she's got some super strength because she was tossing people around. And she also, does a whole super secret identity, so she has the power to put on glasses and a wig, and people don't know who she is. All in all, I mean, just from going to the cover to just reading the book and having it be regular material, I'm interested.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about that book. People were talking about it. I kind of need a break from the big two. I think I'm going to start picking up more Valiant because I've been hearing about what they do and I like a lot of their stuff. A lot of people like the Faith book. I just hope it doesn't get too popular because I could just see them want to do a movie with fucking Rebel Wilson. And I hate Rebel Wilson. I don't think that she is funny. I don't think that she's talented. She's just a fat Australian chick. And, like, I don't care for her character. I just don't care for her.
see, she was in a movie, that one movie.
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, she was in Pitch Perfect.
1 and 2.
Well, okay, I didn't see part 2, but
I didn't see
was
either
on
of
a
them.
plane and I saw part 1, and I know why she's funny. The
'Cause she's
movie was
fat.
fucking terrible.
Oh,
And she was the best thing about the movie because she made these all like off-brand jokes that you were like, "Hey, you are fat."
and like that's the thing. Isn't her name on the show like Fat Amy or some shit?
Yeah,
like
but she calls herself that so other fat bitches won't put her down.
oh god damn it!
Hey,
Put a bullet in my
if
head.
you watch the rest of the movie though, it's so terrible that you're like, all these scenes are just gold.
And stop watching that. Don't do shit like that. Next time, just go to
I was
sleep
on a
on the
plane.
plane.
Well,
Don't
yeah.
just go to sleep.
Dude,
Like
it was like 15 hours, bro. I started going to sleep and I woke back up, man. You can't fly overseas and just sleep straight the whole time.
That's
man. You
true.
Wake
That's
up,
true.
you got to drink some more, and then you try to fall back to sleep.
fair enough. Fair enough.
But
So you recommend it?
I say pick it up, give it a shot. I can't say I didn't dislike it. I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god, I must read more of this. But I liked it. It was a solid read. I think it could be fun.
I'm gonna have to check it out. She's in the group, the Harbingers.
Yes, I believe so.
And,
I haven't read a lot of their stuff,
Mhm.
so Faith is. I'll have some backtracking to do to read more about it, but can't be too bad.
Fair enough.
Good.
Speaking of different books, I've been reading this book since it first came out, and I have to say I'm a fan of it, and that's Carnage from Marvel. When they first announced that they were gonna do a Carnage book, I said if they make it like a horror book, it will be awesome.
Yes.
Like, and sure enough, that's exactly what it is. It's these people who are hunting Carnage, and they've hunted him into a mine, like a mine where miners are at. And oh man, yeah, you gotta pick up Carnage, Captain. Like that's the one to me. It's written by Gene Conway, who the guy that killed fucking Gwen Stacy. So he's an old school Spider-Man writer. He's been doing this for years, and you can tell it has a very old school vibe to it, but it's also kind of freaky. It's kind of scary, and it's pretty much like it reads like a horror movie. Like it's like these guys with guns are in this dark cave trying to hunt this alien creature, and fucking just crazy stuff happens in it that comes out of nowhere. Oh shit! One of the fucking army dudes is fucking J. Jonah Jameson's son, who's fucking Manwolf.
Yes, I was saying
I'm
that's
like,
one
oh,
of the things
shit.
I loved about it, to pull Manwolf out.
Manwolf,
of all
my nigga.
characters. To
Manwolf.
pull Manwolf out.
He
That's
is a
that's a
space
classic
werewolf.
Yeah.
A space werewolf.
Yes.
That is
Cosmic
amazing.
werewolves.
A cosmic werewolf. That was back in the days when they made comics and they didn't give a fuck. They weren't trying to make sense. They was just like,
None of that.
just put it out. Oh yeah, he's also J. Jonah Jameson's son. Why not? And so, Manwolf is in here, and fucking then you find out Eddie Brock is there, and he gets the anti-venom suit, and
Toxin, right? Or
Toxin, yeah. Well, he's
because remember there was an
he was
anti-venom.
he
for
was
Toxin.
anti-venom.
Yeah, he was
and
anti-venom.
then something must have happened. I had to read.
I don't know.
Because anti-venom and Carnage had a baby.
See,
and
I
it
was
was
going to ask
Toxin.
you because you're a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
If there was something,
But here's
I
the thing,
remember
that-
the Toxin
yeah.
storyline.
Yeah.
But I remember them leaving off where the cops still had it.
Well, that was the thing. I think they just alluded to it. That they were just like, oh yeah, he has a toxin shit now. I don't think that happened.
Because
in
I
the book.
remember dude didn't want it.
Yeah.
Necessarily. He was like a victim of circumstance, if you will.
Right. To me, because I personally hate Flash Thompson as Venom, and the reason why is because he's not Venom. That's not Venom. They want to
What are you
give
talking
him
about?
a suit.
He's Venom.
He's
Agent
not
of
Venom.
the Stars.
He's not. Shut the fuck up. He's not Venom.
You can tell me that, but that's a book.
That's no. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. No.
I am a symbiote agent. We're all symbiote agents. We do good round the universe. There's lots of us.
Stop it.
Training levels.
Stop it. I don't like it. And here's the thing. Do you like that book?
No.
Oh.
I did like the art in the last couple.
Oh well, yeah.
books.
Well,
It was gorgeous,
Oliveri. I think I said
yeah.
his name. He's a great artist. That's pretty much the only reason.
It was beautiful
Marvel keeps pushing.
to watch that bad writing.
Marvel is pushing the whole amputee thing. The last issue that came out, they were saying that this
Flash-
is
Flash be running around all the fucking time. That's what he got the symbiote for.
But that's my whole thing is that he's not. I mean, he's an amputee, but he has legs. So I'm just gonna
if you got a whole symbiote for legs, you
aight.
basically enslaved a black thing.
You aight.
And it runs for you.
You
so you're
aight.
extra fast.
Yeah,
You
but I don't
can't
like
be
it.
called an amputee. Fuck you.
I don't
You
like
won.
him as Venom. I think he should have the toxin suit. And the Venom suit goes back to Eddie Brock.
That would be too intelligent of writing.
Here's the thing.
You needed the name to sell Flash.
When Venom was Eddie Brock, he didn't say, I am Venom. He didn't say, he is Venom. What did he say? He said, we are Venom. Because and he spoke, and they spoke in plural. Because Eddie Brock by himself isn't Venom. The symbiote suit by itself isn't Venom. When the symbiote suit was on Spider-Man, he didn't call himself Venom. That's what I'm saying. Like,
interesting.
Eddie Brock and the symbiote, they are Venom.
Interesting.
That's my whole entire argument.
That's a very interesting perspective.
It's serious. No, that's how I've always taken it.
That is how it used to work until bad writing came along. Bad writing has made it so now that not only is it not a we, but these people fully join with the symbiote. And before, where they thought that the symbiote could control you and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No. By bonding with them, they now turn good in many cases. Instead of being evil, like Carnage is, I guess, maybe broken or something because he's not part of the elite super team Space Force of the Venom symbiotes. And because isn't that what the main Venom storyline right now is? Basically like symbiote and friends. That's kind of what the crap is.
It's fucking stupid, and they're trying to do new shit now, and it's dumb.
It's bad.
And I'm waiting for the inevitable because now that they're doing Spider-Man movies, they're gonna have to eventually do Venom, and they're gonna have to do them correctly. Like they're gonna have to. It's gonna have people like demanding it.
They already did Venom.
Well, they can't.
Did it poorly.
Well, people want Carnage.
They did him Topher fucking Grace, bro.
That movie doesn't exist.
It's real. It's real. Because remember, Spider-Man does he dances and shit. And
it's all a bad dream.
I'm Tom Cruise.
It was all a bad dream.
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
No,
you should read Spider-Man magazine.
No.
But
no.
the reason why is because I want Carnage in the movie. To me, Carnage is Marvel's Joker, as in he doesn't do this for power. He isn't doing it for money or fame. He kills people because he likes it. He enjoys it. And to me, I always said that he is the Joker of the Marvel universe. Like when he shows up, other villains are like, oh shit, I don't fuck with that guy. I don't fuck with that dude. Fuck, Spider-Man and Venom had to team up. All right, let's put our beef aside.
And Spider-Man had already teamed up with other motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying.
Other people were like, shit, I am not getting involved with you anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Maximum Carnage is still one of my favorite runs of comic books of all time.
To me, that validates Spider-Man as a character. To me, as far as just how hardcore a villain you can get as a superhero. So when people say I have a fucked up villain, Spider-Man can always Maximum Carnage, motherfucker.
Maximum Carnage.
Read Maximum Carnage and tell me Spider-Man hasn't really dealt with some shit.
I got Spider-Man's I got bad guys so bad. I had bad guys teaming up with me to stop him. Yeah. Because bad
guys like shit, bro.
Fuck, bro. We gotta team up because this guy's out here killing. Carnage was killing everybody. He's killing bad guys. He was killing good guys. They locked him in a cell. He killed everyone in the fucking cell.
Yeah. That's why his name was so great. I mean, he is truly Carnage. He's just Carnage. Absolute.
And that's why I love this book. I'm I get that. He is mass murdering, and I'm all for it. This should be in the top of your buy pile. It's different. Get away from some superhero shit. I like villains. I'm a villain dude. I like villains. Give me a good villain.
Yeah.
And Carnage is where it's at for me.
Yo, what's up, Ghost Hawk? Long time no see, dude. Ghost Hawk's a former Marvel player.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. What up? Thanks for joining.
He plays some Deadpool as well.
Speaking of Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool will be up next. But outside of that, just real quick.
Oh, okay.
I love Carnage too. I think Carnage is a great character. I think Carnage should get a better another title book.
Wow.
Carnage should be in an Avengers book as a main villain. I think Carnage could take on one of the big Avengers team.
He could.
How to rid the world of Carnage. Like you said, I want him to go in and just brutalize several hospitals, something big. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But not real people big. Not, I'm going around killing heroes or something. Affect the regular world and make it a team for I don't like Steve Rogers' team, but a Steve Rogers team to have to take him down.
They would have to
flesh him out. And I want him to kill most of their members so I don't have to see them again.
Who would die? Who would die?
Synapse.
Synapse, of course.
Synapse has to go.
I want them to kill Rogue because I'm just tired of her now. They don't know what to do with her character.
I want Rogue to kill Synapse after trying to absorb Carnage's power. And she absorbed part of his such a strong psychosis with the symbiote that she ends up going ballistic and kills Synapse. And then I want Carnage to kill Captain America
Synapse
right when he takes Captain America back. So you know how they say they bring it back?
Yeah.
Let's Marvel, give us that Easter egg where you're not really bringing it. You only have him put the title on for one issue.
Yes.
All right? I'm Captain America again. Falcon debating if he's not going to be Captain America again. Then Carnage just kills the old fucker. All right? Just...
I need Carnage to kill a pretty, not a big name, but a pretty decent name to make you go, oh shit, like Carnage isn't no one to fuck with. Like, Carnage will be the guy that will, like, kill off a bunch of superheroes. Like, I can see him killing off who? Like, it gotta be a big name, but not too big.
Captain America. Kill
Captain
Steve
America.
Rogers. I want him kill Steve Rogers. All right, kill that.
Hold up. This Steve Rogers slander will not stand. Steve Rogers is that man. This is the dude.
I like him, but I don't like the fact that they just they killed him, then made him old, and then all right, we're probably gonna somehow bring him back in. Just stop. Look. Give him an honorable death by a complete and total psychopath.
Steve Rogers is that dude.
All right,
Steve Rogers is a dude.
But, all right, kill Synapse no matter what.
Okay,
kill Synapse.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk is great. She-Hulk, you're killing me. Shoki is awesome.
Oh no, Cho-Hulk. Kill Cho-Hulk. Just murder that kid. I don't even care about him. He's worthless. You can kill him.
I like Amadeus though. I like Amadeus Cho. I don't like Cho-Hulk.
You know what?
Choke.
No. Here's what.
Choke.
I've got the storyline. I just thought of it. Here's what should happen. Okay, so you know how they're doing the Inhumans thing?
Okay.
Carnage should go. No. Carnage should go to the X school and kill all those kids. All the X-Men kids. He should basically go through.
The X-Kids have been through so much shit.
No, you could write some really cold and brutal books where those kids are fighting for their lives, and you just have this cold-blooded mass murderer creeping through the hall of the X-Mansion, tentacled blades, just the whole thing, and just make it the coldest. Because you can have them teenagers and slightly older, so you have the somewhat younger kids and the older kids try to protect them and use all their powers.
No, I'm with you.
And just make it dark as shit. Then that's how he becomes the Avengers villain. That cannot stand. And then that's how they push over the rest of their Inhumans agenda.
I'm with you. I could go with that. I would rather him kill Inhumans though. But
everybody would. Anybody he kills now is an Inhuman. What are you talking about?
Oh God.
He can kill anybody in there an Inhuman.
But I like that because to me, I see Carnage as the Thing. What if the Thing, from the horror movie? What if the Thing was a supervillain? For real, that's what I see it as. This alien creature that is here to just kill everybody. Yeah. And just kill anything, and that's what he does. It's I want Venom back. I want real Venom back. When I say Venom, I mean Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock is Venom. But you know that they're going to eventually bring him back. Because they would have just killed Eddie Brock. If they really wanted, what's his name, to really just be Venom, they would have killed Eddie. Eddie would have been dead. But Eddie's still out here. Eddie's still out here. So they're just waiting.
Still there because he had cancer for a while, right? Then fought cancer or something.
Then he fought the cancer. Yeah. And now he has the antitoxin because the antitoxin was holding off the cancer. Yeah. So that's why I'm okay, so, he was anti-venom. And that was holding off the cancer. But now he's toxin. Yeah. But now it needs to be the other way. What's his name needs to be Flash.
Yeah, Flash needs to they need to do a switcheroo.
Yes.
They need to do a switcheroo. Yes. All right. Next up, Deadpool and Cable split second.
Isn't it crazy how things have changed? Because now it's Deadpool and Cable.
Yep, Deadpool and Cable.
Remember when it was Cable Deadpool?
Deadpool.
It was Cable Deadpool.
Hey, buddy, I'm bringing you along for the ride. Now it's, look, bro. I'm Marty McFly, and you're the Doc, bro.
You're the Doc.
All right? Mm-hmm. Get your old ass. Most of the dialogue will be mine.
Yes.
And, Deadpool right now, he is, like you said, he is the Wolverine of the Marvel Universe.
He has become the new Wolverine of the Marvel Universe.
He's the most popular thing.
He's getting the movie and everything.
But at the same time, this is actually a pretty decent read because to me it's written very much like the older Cable Deadpool.
Well, it's written by the same guy.
Books. I know he didn't change it up. The formula still feels the same. Yeah. It's a little wacky in terms of the storyline. It's kind of a fun read, but it's more classic Deadpool. I don't like seeing a lot of the friendly Deadpool. Like, I want Deadpool to cut some people up every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I miss violent Deadpool.
Yeah, and here's the thing that always, bugs me with some characters is like, even when you go back to like Leonardo on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you have swords. You can't use your weapons that you keep in your hand. Like, you might as well put them down because you don't ever cut anybody. That's what I like about Deadpool is Deadpool's always slicing and shooting.
I agree with that. Well, originally, in Leonardo's defense, I'm sorry, I'm a TMNT supporter.
I love TMNT.
In Leonardo's defense, originally they were killers. Originally they were, until someone saw the idea and said, hey, let's turn this to some kid shit.
Yeah.
And I remember that they said the original owners were just like, no. And then they pitched the idea. They said, all right, fuck it, we'll do it. Millions of dollars later, look at where they're at. And for anybody who is a creator out there who wants to create a comic, just always remember TMNT started with two dudes getting tax returns. They got tax returns. One dude was a writer, one dude was an artist. And they're like, hey, let's make a comic.
Yep.
Okay. They completely bit Daredevil. Completely bit the shit out of Daredevil. If y'all don't know this, like, look up the story of TMNT. Like, they're complete biters of Daredevil. They're open about it. And millions of dollars later, look at where they're at. So it's like, anyone just keep creating.
Turtles on the half shell, money power.
Money power, exactly. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I miss violent Deadpool because that's the reason why we wanted an R-rated R Deadpool. That's the reason, because Deadpool used to be a violent character. Like, he murked people like it was no problem. Yeah. Like, that's what he did. That's why he doesn't fit with the Avengers. Because if he was really with the Avengers, he'd kill all the bad guys.
And see, that would be a great subplot. And this is what I would say is, if I was in Marvel right now, I would give you guys so many fucking Easter eggs. So, for example, all this good that Deadpool was doing, you'd come out and find out that there is a raft-like prison that has no living inmates, just bodies and cells. And Deadpool, every time they were finishing out missions, and because he decided to fund everything, you'd have people come and pick him up, and he was murking all these villains and just basically leaving their bodies as like a tombstone, and then going in and having conversations with them all psychopathically.
Right. Well, no, I'm with you 100.
And that would be the fun part
that
about
would be an
writing
awesome story where Avengers are sitting there bored and they're just like, dude, no villains have attacked. And like, then they find out, oh shit, they're all dead. And Deadpool was like, oh yeah, I killed them all. And they're like, what do you mean you killed them all? And he's just like, what? Like, that's what I do. I kill people. Like,
part of the job is cleanup.
I
cleaned up.
Yeah. Because that's how Deadpool thinks.
Think about it. Every time we beat a villain, we didn't have to beat the villain again.
Yeah,
no more civilians died.
Yeah, he was
now
just
we're
like
twiddling our thumbs.
Cause that's what. But yeah, he's like, but I thought that's what it was to be an Avenger. See, he thinks that way. Like to him, he's like, oh, we're here to stop bad guys. Okay, so if I kill all the bad guys, then we wouldn't, then everything would be
everybody's
safe.
avenged.
Yes. And so now no other bad guy wants to be bad guys ever again because they're like, fuck, like the Avengers are killing everybody. Like, the Avengers have turned into the Authority. Like it's like,
see, to me that would be that would be the best way to say why his character's changed.
Seriously.
Well, yeah, on the cover, I'm in the papers. I can't tell everybody I'm killing people. I've done that before. They get upset.
I'm with you. I love it. I wish Cable had more time because I like Cable.
I just think they've done so much with Cable that it's hard to.
Man, there was a time Cable was running shit.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time Cable was fucking.
Cable had his own Providence, and he leveled himself up to super service.
Well, now I'm just talking about like in the comics. I remember when Cable.
Yeah.
I remember when Cable was so popular, they made him younger and brought him into the universe. Just to put out his book twice. There was Cable, and then there was X-Man. And X-Man was just him from another universe and younger. And so I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, and where is X-Man? X-Man still, where is he?
Well,
like,
if he was on another Earth, he's dead. Secret Wars.
But Secret Wars didn't really fix anything like
what
that.
Did it fix?
It didn't fix shit.
Yeah, I can tell you. 616 Ultimate.
But
everything else.
But only 2 characters survived from Ultimates. Only 2 though. Miles Morales and the Maker. That's it.
Do you need more?
Well,
I mean, because think about it. Everything else blew up. So here's what I'm saying is, we know Ultimate Universe blew up. Mm-hmm. We knew the 616 blew up, right? And characters from between both were saved. But the rest of the universe, is still all possibility and out there and all these other realms and everything else like that because we don't know how much was recreated.
Right.
Because remember, Franklin, who is still alive from the 616,
Yes.
the universal shaper, dreamer, whatever, he's playing fast and loose with physics or however Valeria tried to explain it, yada, yada, yada. And he's creating all these new worlds. So some of these worlds can have characters from other universes.
Yeah.
And, you know, so on and so forth. So even though, you know, those characters survived here and there, X-Man might be dead. He might just be, you know, on his way back.
Secret Wars is a great way to remind us that the Fantastic Four books aren't coming in a while. But here's the deal. That doesn't mean they're never coming back.
Yeah,
They're being parking lotted right now. They're being parking lotted.
They're putting parking lot in
They're
while
putting
they
the
work
parking
out
lot.
rights. But here's the beauty of it is, now we don't have to worry about another shitty Fantastic Four movie.
This is true. Because if you could tell, Fox put out their list of movies they're dropping. Fantastic Four 2 was not on there. They're gonna.
It used to be on there.
It did. They had already planned like 3 movies. They were already planning, and the whole big deal was that they were gonna combine Fantastic Four with X-Men because those are the 2 rights they own. Yeah. So they were gonna combine those 2, and everyone thought it was a horrendous idea, but they had to work with what they worked with. Now they're not doing that. Yeah. Now they're just focusing on X-Men.
See, what would be smart is if they combined Deadpool and Fantastic Four and had Deadpool kill all those fuckers and left that property alone because they don't know what they're doing.
What if he makes fun of the Fantastic Four movie in his movie? Like, he would do that. Like, that would happen.
He should do his first scene and be like, this already beat Fantastic Four.
People are excited for it. I'm kind of about it. Like, I'm the Deadpool movie because, like, I feel like they're showing us too much.
Between that and Suicide Squad, I feel like I've seen the whole movie of each of those.
I feel the way about Batman vs. Superman. They pretty much
I've seen the whole movie. Yeah,
you've already seen it. People are like, man, I hope it's good. I'm like, what do you mean? Hope it's good.
Stitch together clips. It's about 4 hours long of the preview trailers that they put out. You 4 hour long movie. You can watch the whole thing. It's convoluted and stupid.
It is,
but enjoy it. You know, you just got to stitch it together right. It's like a puzzle.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I feel like we're seeing way too much Deadpool and way too much.
Well, he's now Wolverine, so
yeah.
But Deadpool and Cable split second. I'm a fan of it. And maybe go and reread a lot of the old Cable Deadpools. I would suggest reading those as well. They're all in trade paperback.
Very good.
Very good stuff.
Very good. I have all the original episodes.
And enjoy it. Still. And enjoy it because you'll never see Deadpool like that ever again. So let me move on to something that pisses me the fuck off.
Really?
Yes.
Really? What's that?
Marvel, I hate you right now. This Inhuman shit.
Oh. Yeah.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry.
Stop it. Nobody cares about the Inhumans. You're trying to make people care about them. And I get what you guys are doing. You're trying to create new mutants and stuff like that without having Fox steal them from you guys. So you just created Inhumans, you're pushing Inhumans so you can create new characters and just say they're Inhumans.
Yep.
There's a guy on the team. He said, I liked Uncanny Inhumans, but you must not have read X-Men because this is just fucking X-Men. I'm like, okay, this is X-Men, but you're just calling them Inhumans now. Yep. There's a kid on the team named Grid who doesn't have hands. And he has like telekinetic powers. I'm like, that reminds me of the kid from the fucking Young X-Men group who lost his hands. Remember when Cyclops made him do that shit? He was a telekinetic. He was like the world's only telekinetic because of M-Day. So he was like kind of powerful because like all the other telekinetics had lost their powers. He was like the only one. And so he had lost his hands. So he had to like create hands from telekinesis.
It'd be funny if we go back and his name was Grid too.
I don't think it's him. Look, yo, I'm trying to find out who it is. If someone watching this knows what I'm talking about, there's a fucking mutant. And like, I'm like, is that the guy?
No, it wasn't Hellion, was it?
Huh?
Was it Hellion?
Yes, it was Hellion. It was Hellion. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Hellion.
That's right.
Fucking Hellion. I'm like, yo, is this Hellion? Because he has the same
my
exact
name,
shit.
became an Inhuman.
Yo.
Didn't get my hands back.
yo, you guys have already taken Beast from us. Something that you've already taken Cyclops from us. Who else you gonna take, motherfucker? I'm tired of
They're
it.
gonna take all your mutants, baby. They're all Inhumans now.
I'll tell you, I like
all
the
hail
art.
King Black Bolt.
I like. Oh yeah. See, that's
He
the
is
thing.
your new Professor
If this
X.
was with Black Bolt, if y'all got Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Karnak,
Wow, they split them all up.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this isn't even like the Inhumans. Like they were the Inhumans.
They should call it Jake and the Fat Man. It's more similar.
I just don't. I love the art. It's written
Sick
well.
Johnny Storm. They sure did. They had to do something with them characters, man. They couldn't have them on the same team.
But why couldn't Johnny just be on that punk ass Avengers team? Like, why does he? I'm still trying to understand. I've read 5 issues of the other Inhumans book, and I'm still not sure why Johnny is on the team. Other than that, but he was. Well, yeah, but I'm like, other than that, he's fucking Medusa.
Yeah, there you go. That's the whole reason he's on the team. He's hitting Poon with privilege.
Privileged Poon.
Yeah, privilege
Poon.
You fight for this Poon. You fight with this Poon. He's putting it on a poster.
I hate Medusa. I'm waiting for them to make her a movie character so all the feminists could just go ape shit crazy. Oh, you got a superhero's characters are fucking hair? What are you trying to say? I could just see all the bulldog feminists with no hair.
Soon.
Just
we don't
hella
look good.
mad.
You don't look good.
I'm waiting patiently because you know this is gonna happen. I'm waiting because they're just gonna rip her to shreds. They're gonna be like, her power is her fucking hair.
All of her hair, though.
See, Cavatina, you feel me? Like I'm like, dude, just wait for it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
When you find
gonna
out
change- she's
her
gonna
power
change her
is her
name.
hair.
Watch, she's gonna change her name to Royal Queen of Power. I'd have a good name for it.
A Royal Queen of
They're gonna
Power.
change her name. They can't have her be Medusa either.
But someone made a good point. They said, what if they cast Black Bolt and Medusa as Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie? I'd watch that. I'm like, okay, you have my attention. Like if they pulled that off,
I can see that.
if they pull that off, I'd be all for that. I'm like, okay, this might not be so
Because
bad.
I don't have anybody tied down to play Black Bolt, so that could work. And Angela, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. That'd be an interesting movie.
I'm all for that. That I could watch. That I would watch, and that I would see. And then you get like a fucking the dude from Umbach to play Karnak.
That's funny.
Tony Jaa.
That is funny. That's a good one.
Get
Good old
fucking.
Tony Jaa in there. Oh shit.
Oh man. So
I'm impressed.
I mean, if you like Inhumans, all right. I don't care for it. That's me.
Good luck for you. Good luck for you. All right. For me, this is like a long time coming. So, I've been a fan of the Hickman book, Dying in the Dead. You see, this is another off-brand. This is an Image book. It's hard for me to recommend this to people only because it's been so long between issues. It's an interesting book. It's hard to almost say if it's a good book because there's only 3 issues in, and I've been collecting it for like a year. So it's hard to say like, you know, it's like really going to be great because it has a good build-up. It has an interesting storyline into it. Basically, it's kind of a sci-fi book that goes back to these people who kind of predate the normal human Homo sapiens. They're almost like... they're immortal, apparently. They have this god city and almost like a fountain of youth type thing that, you know, they're people. And they're a different kind of people. They look different. They have different attributes to a certain degree. But they're immortals. And they've been around since before time. They're kind of going and exploring, I guess, their dealings with, you know, modern man as well as past man and some flashbacks and stuff. But... I don't know what the hell's going on yet because there's only 3 issues and you guys take like a year to release 3 issues. So it's good, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of afraid that, you know, it's going to just go the way of the wind. I'll never figure out what's really going on.
Only been 3 issues?
Only been 3 issues, dude, and I've been connecting this for damn near a year.
I mean, I heard Hickman is horrible at turning in scripts on time. I mean, Secret Wars, like... He like
Oh
gets,
God, we were like 5 issues in damn near to the new universe before he got there.
Seriously, like they couldn't even wait for him. They're like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!
Yeah,
We're
bro,
just gonna
we got
keep
a
it
schedule.
moving. We gotta keep it moving." I like Hickman because you can tell that he really cares about detail, and he can write long stories for long periods of time. He reminds me a lot of Rick Remender. I'm a big fan of him as well. So I pretty much read anything Hickman, but I didn't know about this one, so I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, dude. And like I said, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely interesting. It's got some good art to it, but it's just hard to want to wait so long for each book.
Man, I survived through the Ultimates with Hitch and Malloy, so
There's still 4 more weeks until
I can't wait.
22. Damn.
yeah, dude. I don't know what's going on with that. I know it ain't Warren Ellis, because Warren Ellis always turns into shit in time.
Yeah. Okay. So you know when issue 1 of this book came out?
When?
January 28th of 2015.
Wow.
So yes, 3. It's over a year, and I've got issue 3 now. All right, it's over a year. Like when you talk about slow ass releasing comic books, I'm trying to stick with you, Hickman. I'm sticking with you. Write
Maybe
faster.
It's the artist. Maybe it's. I'm trying to be.
shit, bro.
I'm trying to be.
Quite literally, January 28th, 2015. I waited a whole damn year.
I've been
to get
liking
issue 3.
a lot of things that Image has been doing. They've been like putting out the books that DC and Marvel won't do.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, they've been doing a lot of good stuff. I think Image is gonna have a big impact this year. I'm calling it. You heard it here first. Like I'm calling it now. Like I like.
I
this
hope
stuff.
so. I hope so. I hope they get it with a good movie studio too.
Right.
Maybe bring some of those characters.
That'd
to the
be
big
nice.
screen.
Yeah.
Start competing.
Last but not least, well, maybe least, I told y'all I'm trying to read more DC. So I've been reading this book a lot lately, and I enjoy it, but for the wrong reasons. And
love it.
it's Deathstroke. Let me tell you something. This book is written terrible. Terrible. But I like it because it reminds me of the 90s Image books. Like, there's dudes with unnecessary pouches, and they're ridiculously buff, and he's just slicing people in two.
Even robots have got muscle.
Like robot
Bills,
with
too.
muscle. I never understood that. I
That's
never
the best.
understood that. Yeah, he's just fighting every single villain in the DC universe. Yeah, like
Deathstroke versus.
Deathstroke versus. I'm all for it. I like the character of Deathstroke, so I started reading the book. The storyline
Deadpool
is
for DC.
ass. Can we say that?
is.
Because no, Deadpool is Marvel's Deathstroke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it real. Like,
But who's more popular right now?
oh, well, Deadpool is, yeah, but still. Like,
So,
like, it's
since I
no
value my
secret.
life and I don't want Wade to kill me, Wade
Wilson.
Yeah.
like
Slade. Wade.
Slade. Oh, see, Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson. Like,
Yeah, my bad.
it's no secret that Deadpool wasn't supposed to be as big as he was. It just all of a sudden he just got hella popular, and everybody
better.
wanted more of him.
He's better.
Oh man, but so I read the Deathstroke book because, like, you know, I'm a child of the '90s baby, '80s baby. So I was around when Image was coming out, and big dudes and big suits and costumes and big giant ridiculous guns and big giant ridiculous weaponry was the norm. I will defend Youngblood to the day I die.
Youngblood was
I
pretty
will
good, though.
defend Youngblood. People are like, oh, Rob Liefeld, whatever. I don't care. Youngblood was the shit. I hate that Bedrock had to be turned into Bad Rock. That was stupid because they had to change Bedrock because Hanna-Barbera was going to sue. I'm like, Bedrock is an actual rock. You don't own the name of an actual rock just because you named your city that.
Nobody over here is using their feet to drive around. I'm telling
That's
you.
what I'm saying. I was like,
we're
that
not-
was stupid.
We're not walking anywhere like
That
that.
was lame. But anyways, I like Deathstroke because the art is great. So if you're into like just ridiculous action, don't give a shit about the story. You just want to see giant buff motherfuckers doing giant buff motherfucking things. Well, that doesn't sound right, but that's all right. I recommend Deathstroke. I need to get away from Marvel sometimes. Sometimes I need to step away from Marvel. So I'm starting to collect more DC. There was a time I collected a shit ton of DC. There was a time I was getting JLA.
Magnificent Seven era, I bet.
Oh yeah, I was getting JLA, yeah, JLA, JSA. I was getting Hawkman, Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Like, I was getting all these books, but now I'm like, I can't read this shit. Like, I try to read Superman, and let's see what happens.
He's not so Superman.
Yeah, slim suit. That's what the brolic ass makes, so he's using this issue. Well, he's in the Justice League now.
He's not in that suit. That's an artificial intelligence in a robot that was fighting Deathstroke. So when you watch Deathstroke get his ass whooped, he didn't actually get his ass whooped by Luthor.
By Luthor.
So when people say that, hey, can Luthor beat Deathstroke? Technically, you just saw that Lex Luthor would beat the shit out of Deathstroke in one of his suits. You just saw it.
Yeah,
that's an
right.
artificial intelligence of Lex Luthor. That's not even as smart as Lex Luthor is. And Lex Luthor supposedly has like damn near Kaluan level intellect, according to the books. He registers as like a 12th level intellect, some bullshit. So
I still don't understand why Lex Luthor's on the Justice League.
why not?
Why not? Because he's a villain?
Well,
Because he's killed people?
Here you go. Watch. I can tell you why.
Okay.
Bruce Wayne is technically not on the Justice League. They need financing. Who else can finance in this new Gordon Batman universe other than Lex Luthor? Shit costs money.
But Lex Luthor
cost
and
money.
Lex Luthor and Batman are on the team. I get what you're saying. But this Justice League.
Oh, you're talking
Hold on.
about okay.
Yeah, no, I have a question. Does this Justice League, do they even have a headquarters?
Sure. Where the fuck else they boom to?
But no, I haven't seen them. Like, where are the headquarters? I'm like, where are they
I want to
located?
say I've seen them do it before because Lex Luthor and because Superman confronted Lex Luthor at one point.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There was somewhere.
Matter of fact,
okay.
not only that, but the Justice League in the current time, which I think also includes Lex Luthor and the Truth Saga, they had their whole spaceship taken by Vandal Savage and crashed into some shit too.
Okay. So they're in space again.
Yeah, I mean it's Justice League. They go. All
I like the space. I like the moon base. I like the moon
Yeah, but
base.
then somebody's gonna come blow up the moon, trying to get.
So it's gonna blow up the moon.
Yeah, it happens to DBZ all the time.
It does, because they're all hella powerful over there.
Yeah, what else would you do? If
Yeah.
you'd be like, shit, I need to blow up the moon. Apparently, it doesn't affect the waves here, so blow it out of the sky.
It comes back. Comes back
Lord.
several times.
Lord, I feel Kanye gonna say something about that. I affect the waves. Cause new album's gonna be called Waves. Like, I affect the waves like the moon or some shit. Like,
Kanye's an imbecile.
he's talented though. And then you do a Kanye shred. He's talented. Say what you want about his attitudes.
Some of his best songs are just remixes. It's funny because when you listen to his interviews, he's like, before I was able to get a good deal and I can use other people's samples, people just wasn't buying my shit. So the shit that you created yourself, that you didn't sample off other people's shit, other the geniuses shit, wasn't good at all. And now that you got rights, you got some money to be able to buy and sample and take from other people, and then mix it up a little bit, you're good. You basically put that. You a great remixer. It is great. But you essentially like a fucking anchor, nigga. You trace shit. Tracing ass nigga.
Hey, come.
That's like when people talk about. That's like when people talk about. Well, I gotta go like Drake and shit. Like, well, I got a ghostwriter. You tracing ass nigga, blood. Fuck you. Sorry, that got kind of rude.
Damn, son.
Cold,
Are you
but-
okay? You all right?
But I don't like how we moved into this like new generation. Like I figured people would get more creative and less creative, and like I don't like the idea, especially in rap. Like I think if you have to use a ghostwriter and you're not just like making like you're actually like making songs and you're using a ghostwriter, then you need more time to work on your fucking album, bro. Because
I can
come
agree
up
with
with
that.
your own shit. Like this, especially in rap. Like you can't say if you're a pop artist, I get it. Okay, you're singing other people's songs, you're evoking emotion, whatever. But to me, rap always felt like this is your shit.
Yeah.
This is what you come up with. Yada yada yada. That's what it is. And I don't like the fact that people like Drake, especially like megastars. And don't get me wrong, I get it. You're trying to work your way up at first. You might, this sounds tight. I can put this out for you, yada yada. But he did that shit to people without even other rappers that were big, without even telling them about it.
I
And then
agree
went
with
to
that.
court and like cover up. Well, I paid. Don't even trip.
Well, here's the thing.
That's not a good excuse.
Here's the deal. There's always been ghostwriters for years. Like, P. Diddy hasn't written a single rap in his life. Neither is Kanye. Like, these guys are not writing.
I know. Milli
But
Vanilli did
what?
his thing.
But what upset people about Drake was that Drake was really out here like acting like he was like really like killing motherfuckers. Like, and then you find out, oh shit, he has niggas writing this shit.
Like this nigga on this motherfucker was on Degrassi. Like he was on TV shows about like sad boys and shit. What the fuck you talking about?
About sad boys.
Yeah, privileged ass motherfucker. You can't be that light and say you had it hard.
Sad boys. I'm fucking weak.
I don't know what Degrassi is. I don't watch that fruity shit.
I don't watch that shit either.
He was apparently on the show.
He was. He
and
got
was some
shot.
Foo ass dude. Yeah, like a bitch. How you get shot on? How you so whack you get shot on TV?
He got shot like a bitch.
Yeah, on TV. He
I'm
was like,
fucking weak.
if he was hard, he'd be like, "You ain't writing me off shit,
I'm
motherfucker.
dying.
I'll be on this show till I get off this show."
He said he got shot like a bitch.
How'd you get off the show? I walked off the set.
Like, no, he rolled off the set. He was in the wheelchair.
Yeah, he got shot.
Got shot like a bitch. I'm
Like a
dying.
punk. But
Well, that's it.
that is the weekly wrap up. Like you said, check out. I don't have a particular book that I say is a must read this week. If I had to give it, I'd just say the throwback of Cable Deadpool or the variant book of Faith, which you can't really see because, like I said,
Nice.
it blends in like a hologram.
The one for me, Web Warriors is the one for me. That is just different. It's a way to get away from typical Avengers Deadpool shit.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you want to laugh, read this because it's so stupid. It's Superman with kryptonite. He's in like a bowl of kryptonite in the end. It's freaking ridiculous. But that's our weekly wrap up. This is your boy Phony Toast, the Toast with the most.
TASK Task 1 in the building.
And we're checking out, guys. Have a good weekend.
Yeah.